Okay, so we got audio going out.
They can hear us?
They can hear us. Sorry, it took a second there.
I actually remembered to turn my phone on to silent. So. There we go.
Oh, all right.
I'm kind of ready for the stream, are you?
Okay. Mostly, I think so. Remember to keep all of your hands and feet inside the ride at all times until the stream comes to a complete stop.
Dang nabbit, I was going to try and, touch the top.
All right, well, please enjoy the stream.
What?
Hi! Oh, yeah, we're over there. So we're over there. And you're over here.
We're here.
We're here.
Are you wearing green?
Maybe. No. No, I'm not wearing green. I don't have any green on because I don't even think about the time of day. Or time of year or whatever's going on. I guess happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy birthday, Patrick.
Egan.
Egan? Oh, I said Ewan. Patrick Egan. Yeah, hey, it's been a month. It's fun trying to adjust the dates for the descriptions of the stream. It's like, when's the last time we streamed? Oh, that was on the 18th with Dan. Wow, that was a month ago.
I wasn't even here.
No, you weren't even here. So sorry, it's been a month. And oh, by the way, wish you well, Dan. I know that you hurt yourself recently, and I hope that everything will that you will be doing better very soon. Also, hopefully you're here.
Good luck with your
you are
patella.
here. Good. So yeah, good luck with the recovery. What's that?
I said good luck with this patella. Wasn't it
Yes.
his patella?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I believe it was. Yeah, it's been a month. Let's see what let's see. Well, let's see. Hi, welcome to the Odin Makes live stream. I'm Odin.
I'm Felicia.
And I'm totally forgetting what my start is because it's been a month since we've been live streaming.
Out
Brain
of practice.
dead. Out of practice. Big time out of practice. Haven't touched the Wire project at all.
That's okay. We get to do it live. That's the whole point.
Okay, that's good. I'm glad. At all.
I thought about it once or twice, and then...
You did. Yeah, you mentioned that. You told me that. But, yeah. I haven't really. I mean, maybe. But, let's see. I've been to, 2 cons over the past month, I think? Yeah, because it was Stockton Con and SacCon. So I've been to 2 cons over the past month. Did some other running around and trying to get stuff done. I got Chopper's Leg done and finished. Haven't even started editing the video yet because brain is not working. I'm out of practice. Started finally, now that I'm con crunching, I've got a week to get giant size Lego figures made.
What con are you crunching for?
WonderCon.
Oh, where's that at?
That's in Anaheim.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So the video are going to WonderCon on the last weekend of this month and the first day of next month, which is not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. It's only just a little bit away. I'm going to be going, and Jerry Rid Cosplay is going to be going. I'm trying to remember all the names here now. Yeah. I got a couple of really awesome Jerrys that I think swapped names at one point. Captain Splodey's going, because I remember that. It was different, but now they got Jerry Can Cosplay and Jerry Rig Cosplay. It's anyway, he's going. Shock Robin's going to be going, and I'm pretty sure I'll be meeting up with some other friends that I see all the time, like Hummins and Cammy Slice, and a few others that Hendo I'll probably run into while I'm down there. So I'm looking forward to going, and I'm looking forward to going because I've got tickets. Yeah, we actually have tickets to just go as an attendee. No agenda, no booth, no plan.
Nice.
Yeah, looking forward to it, actually.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, looking forward to it. 3-day con. So if you're going to be in the area or wherever else, I'll be down there. Good luck finding me because it's not like it's a small con. Yeah.
But sounds fun.
Oh, it is. It should be fun. So the giant minifig that I talked about last time, that you and I were here, that, hey, I got to be doing this giant minifig. Yeah, not much has happened. I think we worked on the head when Dan was here. Not much has happened with the head here in the shop. I've got 2 grocery bags full of foam parts that I've been laser cutting back at the apartment just to get things going. So after the stream, I'm probably going to be here on my new sanding dust making machine, which I haven't turned on yet.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Trying to get all the edges beveled to 45 because I've got a couple of minifigs and a couple of parts to make. And
Got projects.
projects. Oh, and part of the fun, Here's stuff that at least our dear good friend moderator Dan Does Junk, who is in the stream. I was talking to him about this originally because he was making one as well, right? And he had a minifig he had already gotten made, but never made arms for. So I was like, oh, no big deal. I plan on casting the arms and casting the hands, and I'll get you a copy. Well, so I talked to Smooth On because I've been talking to the Smooth On rep back and forth. And there's a point in time when it sounded like, and this is probably me misinterpreting or just having like really hopeful expectations, right? So I'm in no way trying to throw Smooth On under the bus. Don't think that. Not at all. This is me misunderstanding that maybe I'd get some, oh, you're making a video, you're making some stuff. Here's some things, we'll supplement what your order is going to be, right? Because I swear we talked about that, but maybe that was sometime in the past, or that was just way I wanted to go. Anyway, never happened. Smooth On never got ordered. So here I am 2 weeks away with the idea of, we'll cast arms and make it easy. Now, I've got 3 sets of minifig arms that I get to cut out and sculpt, which is fine. Because at this point, with the time crunch that I've got left, it's going to be faster for me to just do that.
The devil you know versus the devil you don't. And what supplies do you have in stock at the moment?
Right.
It's not necessarily the cheapest. It's the ones I have.
The ones I have. Well, it is the cheapest. It's just I just need the kneeling pad foams from Harbor Freight.
Yeah,
they're like.
I was just throwing that out there. That
you are right.
Crafting doesn't mean it's cheap. I will spend hundreds of supplies.
$100 hoarding supplies. So it's been pointed out to me by Shop Gremlin that apparently there are 2 main aspects in the hobby of crafting. There's the working with and making crafting things, and the hoarding of crafting supplies.
None of it's cheap.
No, none of it's cheap.
None of it is cheap. And anyone's like, I can make that for $1. No.
No. Yes, but no.
Yes, the kneeling pad foam is cheap or whatever, but
right.
It's very expensive to make things, but at the same time.
Yeah.
I get it when, I'm not going to be stopped by not having the right thing.
So yeah, Dan, I know you're watching. Thank you very much for letting me borrow long-term the big figure that you did make.
Thank you for giving him a hand.
Yeah, I appreciate you. That was such a satisfying noise. Giving me a hand. Here, I'll just take a black hand and hold it up against my black shirt so it's all very easy to see.
Here.
We will trade.
Even more confusing.
and
wait, hold on. All right, let's just.
I might angle that camera angle just a little bit.
Gonna mess with them now.
No. Now that you
moved it.
Actually used it, I'll make sure that there's just a little bit less table. There's enough table that.
Sorry, I don't know where I'm going on the camera. There you go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's because a camera isn't a mirror.
They are not.
So the point being that the arm here, I get to make 2 sets of arms, and thank you, Dan, for having made 1 set. Gone through the pain of measuring and calculating and creating probably your own patterns and probably messing up the first one and trying again, because now that I have something I can copy, I'm good at that.
Yeah. That was your favorite thing. Can I copy something?
Yes, it's always been my favorite thing.
Like when it was the whole we need to make this from scratch and make it up. As you're like, but I want to copy something.
That was totally me and Smosh always. You want me to make one of those? Sure. They want me to make something up? Oh man, I don't know what to do. I hate my art.
And I was the opposite, going, I have to copy this and trying to, but then it's like, ooh, I got to make it up.
Right. Azat was that way. He was always like, oh yeah, we can do this thing. I think you should do this. You need to add that. It's like, yeah, but that's not the way they had it in the movie, Azat. I can't do that.
I did appreciate your art gallery, though.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I guess I did make some stuff up with that.
You saw things as art.
Saw things as art. There was an episode of Smosh. Sorry, this is going to be a lot of rambling today. There was an episode of Smosh when Felicia and I were working on it. I've actually got pictures somewhere of... we had to make an art gallery because the script, they were walking through the art gallery. I can't remember. That's all I remember.
I don't remember anything about any of the scripts, like the storylines connected to the actual things I've had to build.
Right.
So trying to figure out what episodes are what. I just figured out the episode Toby's in.
Oh, okay.
The Mother's Day rep.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that. I just knew he was in an episode.
But you couldn't remember which
And I
one.
remember they had to stomp out a flaming bag of dog poop.
Oh, okay.
That Toby supposedly pooped in, but it... Anyways.
Right. It was hard supposedly getting...
What story? Why did we need this flaming dog poop? But I remember we needed flaming dog poop.
You always need flaming dog poop.
Yeah, the flaming dog poop didn't end up on camera. They just stomped. But
Gotcha.
Toby was in that episode.
Right.
But, you know, it's just the whole...
So for authenticity, you use real dog poop? No.
But yeah, good luck trying to figure out which episode that was that you had the art gallery, because I remember there being an art gallery.
Right.
What episode? No idea.
So I think Lindsay did a couple of paintings.
Yeah, because I helped her with those, because I made a Pollock for, like a knockoff Pollock.
Oh, okay. And then, yeah, the main thing I remember was a sculpture we put in the middle of the room, which had the mannequin arm. So I had a table with a mannequin arm just kind of like coming up out of an angle. And then I had arranged a whole bunch of audio cassettes all around the arm, and then took all the tape from the audio cassettes and strung it around the fingers of the mannequin fingers.
He arted. And I appreciated it, because it looked cool. You also, like, grabbed one of the little toys that I had, like a little rocking horse dog. Horse.
Yeah.
And you put it up like it was art, and I was like, oh, it does look nice as art.
Why not?
Yeah. My sister did paint it.
So, full disclosure, even with my art piece from Smosh, I was still copying somebody. Not more than a year prior, I was working at KVIE, and there was a artist that they had gone out to interview. She was a Korean artist named So Young Choi. And that's what she did. She would take video cassette tapes and audio tapes and then do stuff with them. Sometimes it would be make a chicken wire shape and wrap the tape up around it so it became this, apparition. Some of it would just hang from the ceiling. Some of the tapes were arranged in a mosaic because of the different colors the cassette bodies had.
I've knitted that before.
You've knitted tape?
I've knitted that before. Like,
okay.
I took an old VHS tape and I knitted it into a long scarf. It was really pretty. It wasn't very comfortable, but I liked it. It was beautiful.
It was a magnetic scarf. Tom Hanks made rope.
Yeah. That stuff is a fun material to play with. It's like when you need things for free. Creative people are going to be creative. I wanted to make spider webs for a Halloween decorations.
Okay.
0 budget, but I had an old VHS tape that was broken that didn't play anymore.
Right.
That was my spider web.
All right. And that'll move and work, especially in the dark.
Right? It was a great material. So you find these things out when you're broke.
Right. They may sound dismissive saying it move well in the dark, but if you haven't played with VHS tape, it's very reflective. So even with what little bit of light there is in the room, if there's VHS tape moving in the corner, it's only going to reflect a little bit.
Yeah,
I would think.
It's sparkly.
Yeah, it's sparkly.
It gets lost in the darkness, but it makes the darkness interesting. So, fun problems.
Fun problems. Good problems.
Being creative.
Let's see. So, Marble Guy is here. Shock Gremlin is here. Ralph Mourik is here. Sweet. On my phone, running home. No problem, Ralph.
Welcome.
We have a package to open up from Ralph.
I know, I'm excited
Yeah,
about
I'm
that.
pretty excited about that, too.
Yeah, he was on my live stream.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
I've been going live on Tuesdays, but I didn't make it this, the reason I've been gone from here is the same reason I haven't been able to go live, and I finally went live again on Thursday. After Tuesday, because, by the time I was able to go live on Tuesday,
right.
I needed to update my drivers and other technical stuff. So I was like, screw it! We'll do it on Thursday. But I went live, and I cut out a Princess Leia New Hope dress.
Yeah.
I got it all cut out, ready to go, and next Tuesday I'm going to be sewing it together. But
cool.
Fun problems.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm going off on tangents. But Ralph Mourik was
all
there,
good.
and then I was excited because he's sending the stuff today, and we got to watch it get made on the Discord. All the behind-the-scenes stuff that we don't necessarily talk about because it's on the Discord.
Because it's on the Discord, yes.
Yeah,
so those of you watching the future, this is what you're missing out on by not being on the Discord.
The drama, the projects,
the stuff. Princess Leia dress. So,
you can talk words.
Princess Leia dress. You only have having 2 different Princess Leia outfits. You have the Return of the Jedi one and the New Hope one. If you have absolutely nothing going on, and only if you have absolutely nothing else going on. The Rancho Cordova Chamber of Commerce and a few other people are setting up an esports event and Star Wars celebration on May the 4th in Rancho Cordova. It's a brand new thing they're trying to do. And, of course, they picked the day that everyone who does Star Wars is booked. Not... they're trying to do a little cosplay thing. They're trying to do an esports thing, and it's interesting being in the meetings with them because they're completely coming at it from a business point of view. It's like, wow, this doesn't sound like a con to me at all. This sounds like a list of action items.
Sounds fun. It's a definite maybe. We'll see.
There you go.
I have no idea my schedule.
That's fine. That far out? Yeah, that's too far out. That's more than tomorrow. I can't think that far. I'm supposed to put together a 90-minute demo on making a sword. Even though that's not terribly Star Wars. It's like, do you want to make a gun? They went, we make a sword. Even we make like a Lego sword or some other type of sword, at least.
Not even a lightsaber?
I talked about lightsaber. And it becomes a budget cost of the blades, right?
Well, could you do like a children's version where it's not even a light up one?
Actually, interesting.
Because like a pinata stick.
I forgot about that. Felicia's right. I should contact them. So instead of using... So my problem was knives and glue and all the other... Same issues I always have whenever someone wants me to do a demo that's all ages, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we can chroma key your dress. It becomes, fumes and knives and hot glue and burning and all this... So what if we do make lightsabers, but do it like I did the Star Wars line, where it's PVC pipe and insulation foam and colored duct tape? This is a very quick demo.
I made one out of just a wooden dowel. I wrapped the handle with electrical tape.
Yeah.
And painted the end with glow-in-the-dark green.
Right.
And we used that as a pinata stick.
That'd be great.
And... it's not the safest, but it definitely was fun to swing around. It was solid, and it was easy peasy, and it was the look. So.
It would totally beat the snot out of a pinata.
Exactly.
Yes. But if I do it from just a piece of PVC pipe with the insulation on it, and then you use more insulation, and you can use scissors to build up your handle. So your handle's silver duct tape, and then the blade is colored duct tape. That eliminates a lot of...
Cutting, gluing,
melting, cost, fumes, still pretty much all ages. And when you're done, you can go outside and beat the snot out of each other with them.
But we do not recommend that.
No, I totally
we do not condone violence.
I totally condone using buffers to go beat the snot out of each other, because that's what they're for!
So making it actually as a...
a foam buffer, kind of in the Zot style, right? Because there's different ways, like Amp Guard and Belagarth. So the stuff that Hire for Hire does, there's multiple layers of give there, and it's wrapped with cloth, because the idea is to use it long term with LARPing, and you want it to be, and they have a certain level of safety that they want. The old school SCA boffer, which was initially a piece of rattan with duct tape on it to represent, which is bamboo,
yeah.
But they were beating on each other with steel plate armor that they made, or chainmail. That was they were wearing live steel armor, and then they had dull swords that beat each other.
But even then,
but they were the ones that still that was the game they wanted to play.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's not. I know it's metal armor, but you're still whacking metal if it gets thing, and then unless you have like foam padding. And
no, you do. You have to have face shields that are within. There's all sorts of things.
Like I could see, but at the same time, I don't want people. Anyway.
No, you don't want to have anyone ring your bell. Pang. That's. But when you're doing, at least when this at the time, this is what the late 80s, early 90s. I am old. For normal street clothes practice. That was the first group that showed me PVC pipe with the insulation over it and duct tape. And then they would take a piece of electrical tape, because this is the cutting edge. So you could practice having to hit with the cutting edge, because you can't hit the flat side of a metal sword.
Yeah.
You're going to hurt your sword and not do anything to your target.
Just dink them up.
Yeah, dink them up. So that was where that came from. We rented swords
at the costume shop. They all were dinked up.
Oh, they're always dinked up. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, that's right. That same group, that was the first time I made a lightsaber version of that, which just changed the rules, because every edge is a cutting edge.
So I say go for that over a sword. I know swords are cool, but it's Star Wars.
Right. On the spot in the call, I didn't think about it at all, but no, And it's so much more accessible and no, it's a low cost for someone to repeat it at home. So I think that's a much better demo.
It's a stick.
It's a stick. Yeah.
You want my
It's
fancy
a stick.
stick?
I got fancy sticks. Yeah. Okay. Hey, thank you, Felicia. We done figured out fancy sticks.
Yeah. I like these problems. We always have these weird problems. Hey, Odin, I need
Right.
to make a bunch of red flags, and they're going over PVC pipe, and they told me the diameters too. That's real
Right.
call I called him. And I was
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear, Felicia, but you know the diameter of a 2-inch PVC pipe is actually the inside diameter of the pipe. The outside diameter is about 2 3/8 of an inch. So you need to make sure.
I'm glad I called you because I knew the number sounded funny, and I just wanted to double check. Okay, 2 times the appointment.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I'll make it about this big. It'll be fine. Yeah.
And it was.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, no, I get it. Got to talk those problems out, and also, I know that you're not just going to go yes. Does that make sense? Because some
Yes.
people you tell the ideas to, and they're just like, everything you say is amazing, and you're like, no, I need some pushback. I need real feedback because...
If you don't, you get things like the Phantom Menace.
Exactly.
Steve D. Evening all. Have the clocks changed over there at your an hour earlier than usual? Yes, good point.
And I'm just as upset about it as you are.
Yeah, sorry.
I hate that we change clocks.
Yeah.
Can we just pick one and stay with it? Like, my sleep, my life, my,
Right.
We have to start taking rhythm for a reason.
Fair enough. I'm lucky I adjust fairly quickly, but yeah. No, spring has sprung, and so, us Cro-Mags over here in the USA have dialed the clock forward to be whatever the heck time it is. And finally, after 6 months, I just put a battery in the clock, so it's actually moving.
Yeah, and we need a battery for the keyboard.
And now I need a battery for the keyboard, because I can't, it's dead, Jim. I'm just trying to knock the batteries out of it, not break the keyboard.
Yeah.
Will Connors runs out of hello. Dan Does Junk is chiming in with the figure because he's building a Voltron figure, which I'm pretty excited about. Dan says, I'll try my best to get the figure done, but I'll have to turn off the cameras and just focus on doing it. And Shop Gremlin said it. That's our plan too! So I'm going to do a quick thing for Ralph after the stream because he's going to do a video about the package that we need to open up. And so I'm going to provide him with a little bit of content for that. But that's the only thing I'm going to record today. Otherwise, I'm just going to make some figures. I don't care. I'm just going to make some figures. And yeah, I've got enough bodies to do... I've got enough parts cut to do 3 figures, although I only have to build 2. Part of that is because, well, I want one, but also it's if I make a mistake, I'm not out pieces.
You got spare parts.
Yeah, and then no matter what, I have to make 3 sets of arms because I need to make a set for Dan as well. But what I do have here is that stone thing over there, which is so lightweight.
Bonk.
Bonk. It's not one of the, it's got a little circle button. This is the mold, the oversized overkill, because that's the way I work, mold that I made for casting just the hand. Can we get the noise again? Just the hand for, yeah, so we'll have to make these.
Is it this size of a hand?
It is that hand.
It is this exact hand,
It
this
probably
size
is,
in
actually.
here?
It may not be that exact hand. No, I think it is. I think it was the right hand. Yeah, so it's inside there. So what I did was I made a mother mold, right?
A mother mold.
Yes. So a mother mold, there's a
Can I
picture.
open it?
You can open it. A mother mold, there's a picture on Discord, is where I took the original hand, wrapped it with saran wrap to keep goo off of it, and then sculpted where I wanted the silicone to go in clay. Which is what... that's 1,000,000 miles away. This is going to be too close, right? That's a great shot.
There you go.
So
Looks sus.
So this is the silicone. So I originally sculpted this in monster clay over the hand, and then so scoot over a little bit. Yeah. So here's the hand. Here's the thing that I did.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. And then carefully set this up in a foam core box so I could pour some dental stone. This is basically this is hydrocal. It's a very dense plaster of Paris. It's just tinted yellow because it's the stuff that dentists use. Because at the time that I bought this in the 90s, that was the only place I knew to get it. Now I know where I can go get hydrocal from a gypsum supply. So I just kind of poured it halfway. Actually, it was this half first because the button here, this was actually a piece of clay that I added. So when I made my foam core box, the extension from the pipe stuck to the wall of the box, and then this clay just supported it on the bottom, right? So it kind of went like that on the table to help support the weight, because there's no way this would support the weight of all the clay just off the wall. So as it's sitting, I then poured this half of the plaster of Paris around it. I called it hydrocal. It's a fancy type of plaster of Paris. And then once that's set up, took candle wax, painted on all the plaster parts, and the clay is still sitting here because it was more like clay. And then poured the second half. And then once all that was done, tear the box apart, tear this off, and then tear all the clay off the hand.
They can't see.
Sorry. Tear all the clay off the hand. Then cut a new, since I did it with a laser, I could easily replicate the box. Cut a new box, put the hand back in the hole where it belonged, set it up to be this way so the hand wouldn't wiggle inside, and then put the pieces of plaster of Paris around it, and I had left a couple of holes in the top that I could pour silicone into, and the whole thing filled up. And I had wrapped it totally with blue tape so it wouldn't leak, and it wouldn't leak, and it wouldn't leak. And actually it didn't, surprisingly.
Nice.
So now, this is kind of my favorite part. This, so basically I made a mold to cast my silicone, so I can then make a mold to cast my hand. And basically, while overall it's called a mother mold, this part of a mold, this portion of mold making is literally called a glove mold. Which, yeah, anyway. These lines here, because I just did it one pour, I then came along with a hobby knife and just cut the silicone so I can stretch it open and be able to pull the Lego hand out of it, which is going to be a flexible material as well, so it's going to be not hard to pull. And by having this raised, it's able to set and key inside of the mold here. There's this wishbone in here. So the two halves key together, and that helps hold that seam together to minimize the mold line.
Cool.
So it's like that, like that. Oh, it goes the other
It's
way.
like you've done this before.
Yes and no. This is probably the first mother mold I've really done completely on my own. I've participated before, and I've made multi-piece plaster molds that we just poured foam or latex directly into, but I haven't made an actual mother mold on my own before.
Oh, nice.
This is my first one, I'm pretty sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So, nope.
Don't break it.
There we go. The plan is to fill this with smooth on task 14 or task 11.
What's the difference between 14 and 11?
What's that now?
Oh, there you go. You have chips.
So Smooth On was nice enough to share with me. These are all the different urethanes they have, right? These are specifically, it's the task line. And there's a couple that are flexible out of all of these. Hey, they're white. They show up against my shirt. Most of these are hard. Here's the tan, like what I'm used to working with. But as you get down into the teens, you get, so that one's still hard. So this is what I'm planning on using because it's black and it's flexible. And this is very similar to an old product they used to use in Hollywood that was literally called gun rubber. So they would use something like this to cast
Isn't
fake
that
weapons.
what they made Princess Leia's
Yeah.
bikini out of? Was gun rubber?
Yeah, probably was. And they don't make that anymore, and Smooth On made this as a replacement.
Oh, nice.
And there's two different numbers because one's fast acting and one's slow acting. And then I just ordered some of this, which will hopefully be here by the end of the week, because it's not black and it's also about the same hardness. So for Voltron tan, which needs to be white, this seems like a better base than black. And I can get this at Blick, so I can buy more of this locally if I need to, but this one I have to order.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you, Smooth On. But
Thanks, Blake.
Task 13. Pot life 3 minutes. Cure time 20 minutes.
Does that mold come with these kits?
No. there's a mold on the box, and so she's asking if this
Fancy mold comes
fancy
with it.
no. What comes in this kit? These are the trial size kits.
Of
This is not sponsored by Smooth On at all. I'm just excited to be playing with the products. This is the trial size kit, so it comes with a couple of pints of material and a materials data sheet. There you are. And of course a box. So which I probably wanted to
Gotta take your
read.
vitamins A and B.
Exactly.
Take the sides so I can see the first thing.
Okay. Toss the box, which sucks because I wanted to see what the pot life was and what the demold time.
Schultz Division says that's like
Oh, there we are.
Luke's hand.
Yeah, we'll use 14 for this because it's not that bad. So 14 is got a pot life of 10 minutes and a demold time of 45 minutes. I want to cast one. So I gotta find some paper cups, which I think I've got some here still. Because I know I took a bunch home, but
Okay, you have 13 and you have 16. No 14 and 15.
it's in your hand.
This
Or is that 13 and 14?
says 13.
Well, it's 13 and 14.
Okay,
14
that's
rubbed off.
Okay, and that's 16, so there's no 15.
There should be. Are they out of order?
Are they out of order?
21, 18, 11, 9, 8. Maybe all the numbers just aren't here. Okay.
Okay. I was just being extra curious.
So yeah, I need to cast a bunch. I need at least one pair that's black. I have no problems casting up, a couple of black pairs. But if no one has any objections, I would like to go ahead and do the thing.
Do the thing?
Yeah, do the thing. And part of the way Dan built this, which I thought was brilliant, was inside the arm there's a piece of thin walled. Actually, this is thick walled.
PVC pipe?
PVC pipe. So he took a piece of the thin walled and cut it and smooshed it, glued it back together so it would fit. But this is now part of the mold, so they should just come out and fit.
Okay. They should.
They should. And when I do these, I'm going to go ahead and put the pipes in place like he's got on his because it'll fit. At least it should. So let's do the long one. If I have to, I can always go out front and go grab coffee cups from Crafty.
Danger. Okay, we're not reading this. I love how we see the thing. Oh, it's just the warnings.
Warnings.
It's just like a full page of small type of all the things that are reasons it's dangerous.
And this is mixed by weight, so I'm going to need the scale.
First.
Safety first.
Scale. Product identifier.
Pushing the camera.
Ralph Mourik says, fun fact, silicone molds also work for low melting point metals like tin, pewter, lead, bismuth, gallium, and zinc. So if you wanted a zinc Lego guy, you can now. Are those the ice cream buckets?
If I have the ice cream buckets, those will work great. I don't know if I've got any here.
Oh.
This is the one thing I might have forgotten to bring and may bring this whole idea to a screeching halt.
Okay. Okay. Do you have a vacuum for degassing?
Don't need one.
It does not require it, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure TAS doesn't need it. Does it say
It says it doesn't need it, but
Yeah.
if you choose to, do it until the mixture rises, breaks, and falls. Allow 3 or 4 times volume expansion in mixing container.
Yeah, it's pretty fun when you...
I don't know how fancy we're getting. I'm just reading the instructions.
Good. I'm glad you're reading instructions. You guys don't mind that I'm playing with some stuff, right? That we're not working on Ghostbusters at the moment. Ralph, I am going to open up the package. I'm not trying to drag it out. It was just my intent to do it.
Side quest, we got distracted.
Yeah, well, there's distractions. It was my intent to do it after the program went public, so let's get this poured and then rip open the box, because I haven't even opened the box yet. It's right here. I haven't even seen it yet.
Did you Greek his address?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Not only did I put Sharpie, it was actually Sharpie over it, it's also got blue tape, so it just says Ralph Mourik.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then...
Way to pre-think things out. I'm impressed.
I tried. I did it for Lewis Causey, too. The one that he sent like 2 months ago that I keep forgetting to bring. What is this? January 17th. I keep forgetting to bring this in. I finally brought it in so we can open both of these a little later.
It's empty. Here's your water.
Thank you. So what I want...
What do you need to do? Be careful.
Yes, thank you. I want a band. Yeah, I want something that can hold this together. Kind of.
Okay.
He's like, come on, hold it together.
Hold it together. You need something stretchy.
Stretch would be nice. Honestly, this probably could just use some blue tape.
Some tape.
Yeah. Something stretchy, something that's longer term is probably a better. You know what would work?
Hair tie? What?
Do I have some of that Velcro down here? Hair tie.
No.
Big hair tie.
Oh yeah. These big rubber bands. I spy with my little eye. I feel like just looking around eventually we'll figure something out.
You're not wrong.
Zip tie.
Yeah, I found Velcro. All I had to do was walk in front of the camera.
Found elastic.
Oh, yeah, you did.
A creative source of elastic.
It's just both. This is both pieces too, which will help.
Now I'm just like playing I Spy. I found a candy cane.
Yeah, it's probably one you gave me. Thank you.
I found an Easter egg.
Did you really find an Easter egg? Oh, yes, you did.
I found an Easter egg.
Yes, you did. That fell out of the top of Sauron's staff. Or Sauron's.
I'm really good at this I Spy stuff.
The only Lord of the Rings prop I've made.
I found your P-tube.
Oh, you did? It's a little small. The P-tube is
I am
actually
covered in dust now.
The P-tube is underneath this box down here. There's the tube that I purchased for doing that. There was a point in time when I was like, I can do this for a video really quick, and then I totally forgot about it and got caught up doing like minifig and chopper leg, and I forgot that I could piss down my own leg. Ghostbusters style. Most of you probably don't need a instructional video on how to pee on your own leg. I hope. So I've just got
Hook and loop fastener, or is it actually Velcro brand Velcro?
This is actually Velcro brand Velcro.
So you can call it Velcro for reals and not be like, well, it's hook and loop fastener.
Yeah.
I'm not bitter, I promise.
I need to make a Xerox copy. Got any Kleenex?
How about a Band-Aid? I need a Band-Aid.
You know what? I'm going to throw this away in the dumpster. That was the newest one that got pointed out to me. That was a brand name. I think I learned that maybe 2 years ago. Alrighty. So there. Now I got the two halves. Right. Good enough.
Securely
Hook
and loop fastened with their Velcro.
That's fine. Well, that's a horrible spot for that camera. So let's go ahead and just put it over here. Well, we can move it around if we need to.
Okay.
Now.
High five.
I know there's ways of figuring out what the volume of something is. There's a way of taking a vessel of water and then you submerge it and pull it back out, and all the water that's spilled out is what this volume is.
You don't have a measuring cup to figure that out, do you?
I don't really want to get his thing wet because it's painted with acrylics and decoupage and stuff. Not decoupage, but deco art stuff. So
You could put it in a plastic bag and then subtract what the plastic bag would be.
I'm just going to guess.
Yes, it's about that much.
Just going to guess.
Sounds about right.
So
I like that idea.
Yeah, I've got 2 cups.
That should be enough-ish.
So half of this has got to be
Well,
half the cup.
It's the...
Yes.
You can have a tea party with this cup, okay?
You're right. I need to make one of the Lego piece coffee cups the Lego figure can hold. So...
Legos are fun.
Legos are fun. Even just the hand. The material only has to fill this part of the semicircle in this, right? So that's not...
And this isn't even solid. This is hollow, or is it not hollow?
It'll end up being solid.
It'll end up being solid.
Which is fine, I don't care.
Okay, so you'll have that much water plus the circumference.
Right. So I'm thinking I'm going to do like half the 2 cups, part A, part B. Well, it's by weight, right? So that doesn't matter.
If it's ever so short, will it be that big of a deal to fix?
No.
Just top it off?
I can top it off, yeah.
Okay. They won't be a separator line where that's where they'll break?
Not if I do it quickly.
Okay.
This was actually 4 parts. I think I had to do 4 different little mixings to get enough silicone to make the mother mold.
Okay. Conditions to avoid.
Oh,
None
good.
known. Okay.
Okay, good. We're good.
We'll be fine.
Let me guess. It says don't do it in a cold space.
Carcinologicity.
Just some of the carcinogens, yeah, because we're in the state of California.
It's
you know
potential, but cannot be excluded. So.
Breathing in the state of California can cause cancer.
It's not regulated by DOT.
I want to make jokes like that, but they're really not that funny.
Actually, they were making all those jokes on set. They're like, "We're in California, can't do that." All the chemicals we needed were illegal.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, half. If I want to get certain chemicals,
and recently more too. Like there was you used to be able to get like the 70 proof alcohol. Can't get that at Home Depot.
You can't get the 70 proof at Home Depot? You can't get denatured at Home Depot.
Okay,
anymore.
denatured.
Okay.
Yeah, but I needed like a 70. Like
you should be able to get 70 at
yeah, I thought you could get the 70, but the 90 I know that went out, right?
The 95, 99 went out. 91 you can still get, and the 70 you should still be able to get.
Okay. Anyways, I needed alcohol and
Sure.
I couldn't get it. It was like one of those things that was just fresh and recent because.
Denatured alcohol is also used as camp fuel.
Yeah, I was helping with the explosives.
I think there's a bit of a political move there by making that illegal in California.
Oh, that makes more sense. I'm over here thinking, yes, of course, we needed to explode things. That's what.
Oh yeah, you don't want to explode things. And then I really like. I mean, I don't really like, but xylene and naphtha are both really good.
Yeah, those were also.
You have to go to Reno to get those.
Yeah, we couldn't use those. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got a lot of those here because I went to Reno.
No. Their problem, not mine.
Fair enough.
If that makes any sense,
Yes.
like there's certain totem poles. I was low on enough on the totem pole that it wasn't my problem. I just had to help.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yes. You are 100% correct.
Yes, but I did get to work with amazing people and have a lot of fun.
That's cool.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What color is the wind?
I'm going to have to imagine that depends on where the wind is blowing, because I would think, in a polluted area it's going to be worse. And if I'm the one breaking wind, I get an idea. But you're just trying to quote Pocahontas, aren't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's blue.
Fair enough.
No, I was just making a really terrible joke.
You're great. I apologize for taking you seriously.
No, it's all right. One of my jobs is I was helping the special effects department, and you can't see shock waves. You can't see wind.
No.
You can't see explosions. So what do you what can you see is the dust and the debris and the stuff that is conjured by the shock waves. So
yeah, or the fuel igniting from an explosion.
Yeah, but in reality, because we blew up a giant building.
Yeah, which was awesome. That was great.
Right?
That was the best text. Hey, I need to find an adhesive because we need to blow up a bank. At least I know the context with this being coming from Felicia. I don't need to be worried.
Yes. No, but it was really fun because it's like I got to work with really professional people, and the way they take their craft is like, we geek out on it. And they're talking about, okay, well, we're not going to be able to see the shockwaves. How do we show what's happening visually?
Right.
We have these tables that are going to fall, these papers that are going to...
Yeah.
We have...
okay. So this is something... Okay, that makes sense.
We have diatomaceous earth.
Yeah.
That stuff is the...
It's the floof. It's Fuller's Earth. You get
it's the
different
visual
colors.
of the explosion.
Yeah,
it's like
it's clean dust.
So we have these like air compressors to make the.
And do you have what was the other one? Vermiculite.
Yes, Yes, we had some of that. Because the art director was like, "This is the stuff we used, or they used in the Matrix to do the bullets."
Oh, okay.
Like it was like a rock that just kind of just disintegrated and.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't know. It was fun, but it was like all the different layers that they had to set up. So this is the origin. This is gonna boom, and then this will boom, and then this will boom. But it's supposed to be the same boom, but it shows
the
shock wave, and you have to paint it because it's the tables flipping, it's the papers flowing, it's the dust in the air. It is because it's not just an explosion because you can't see it. You can't see explosions. And after I didn't get to be there when it blew up because I was on set up until like 9 o'clock at night, but I'd been there since way ridiculously early in the morning.
You first setting up, and this was a nighttime explosion?
Yeah, I was prepping this place for like the whole week. That's a lot of my job was to get this place ready to be blown up.
Okay.
And so I didn't get to see it actually go kaboom. I could have. I wish I did, but I had to be up there the next morning at 8, so I just...
I'll see it. I'll see the recording.
I took it as I'm here as long as I possibly can. Like, luckily, the art director had the forethought to tell me to put my car somewhere else, so I was able to leave.
Yes.
And not trapped.
Yes. That's amazing there. That's experience.
But we were Ghost Sunset, and it was really fun. But once it was all done, I got to see the special effects guy again when we were at the cages for the kids. Anyways, no.
You have
I
kids
had no
on
idea
set,
what this
put them in
project's
cages.
about.
It's simple.
No, I was building the cages. I had to get a whole truck full of grass clippings. My job was so random. So random. And I love it.
Okay.
But who are you going to call?
That guy that we saw on the road on the way in.
Right?
Yeah.
But I was going somewhere and I got distracted.
Yeah,
he showed me. Afterwards, the guy who was in charge of setting the explosions, and I helped him get some of the stuff that he needed, and he was there the whole week while I was prepping and getting things up. He got to show me the explosion after it happened, and he was like down to the point of there was this laptop he placed on the upstairs desk.
Okay.
Like
of the bank.
Like we had the whole outside, inside things ready to blow, and the way the explosion thing. There was a laptop on the thing that flew up in the air. He's like, look, it's right there, and it lands right between the two cars. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like he has this, explosion planned out from every little grain of dust, and I'm just like, I love this. I'm so geeking out over this. I have no idea what this thing's about, but I love everything about this.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And then I just keep thinking of the joke. What color's the wind? Blue.
Blue. Yeah.
But it's like he really is an artist.
But
not necessarily recognized as one, but gets his name in the credits. So I just love those geeky. But that's what I've been gone for the last month or so working on, and it's been fun projects.
Good. I'm glad. That's awesome.
Is that mixed enough? Why does it say Facebook on it? Oh, you can become a fan on Facebook. And they're on Twitter. Is this still Twitter? Or did this get sent before it changed? It's dated.
Yeah, they're just going to use up their labels when they print new ones. I wouldn't chuck out my Lego stock because somebody decided to change the name of their extremely established brand that had really good recognition to...
What happened to the chat?
Oh. What? Oh, at public, right.
Oh, okay. So we're live.
We're live.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I clicked to do stuff and we went public.
Dan Disjunct says, yeah, I'm getting static too. What?
Static? Static from audio?
Oh, I'm the only one having a lot of static noise on the sound. Same here. So.
Is it?
No, I don't think that's static noise. That's just...
Both mics are plugged in.
All the way.
That's
Static.
actually...
Bryce News is static. And it's gradually increasing. Same here. Okay. I'm glad I looked at that because... yeah.
I don't know.
We have a ghost, LOL.
No, that's what it is.
Never click to do stuff. It's just getting louder, hissily, cracking noises. Don't worry, we're only live. Did you try turning it off and on again? Oh, you can hear us now? Is that a ghost?
So, is it?
Still static. No sound.
Still static.
Loud state. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. How are we doing? Good attempt. Still there. Still static. Low battery somewhere?
No, I was checking on that. The batteries are fine. They're both plugged in. This is something I don't have a backup for.
More static. Hey, Odin, Felicia. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Static Day.
If you are using an XLR cable, make sure the power cable is not touching it.
No, it's all USB.
It's USB. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
It's very, very dead now.
That is dead?
Yeah, it's been left on for too long.
Okay.
So.
Did you lick it?
Yeah.
Ew! Vixen, where's your green? Yeah. Where is green?
Oh. Static just went.
Is it better? Oh, better? Fix!
Okay.
That's why I had the stream on my
That
Appreciate
fixed it. Okay, thank you everybody. Sorry I lost all of y'all's comments when we were trying to fix the static issue, but we made it. Okay.
I'm glad that while we're not making Ghostbusters props, we have a ghost in the machine.
Lewis Causey, what did Felicia blow up now? A bank.
Yeah, Felicia blew up. Lewis, got your package. If you weren't here earlier, you're gonna be opening that up whenever we get done screwing around.
I didn't blow it up. I just was involved in with the team of people who did. And I was paid money to help.
So she had a really awesome story. Watch it the playback about how you don't see the wind move, you don't really see the shock wave from an explosion, you see all the stuff move. And so dealing with orchestrating, making stuff move without an explosion so it's safe on set. Similar experience, the whole time I'm thinking about this while you're talking about it. I'm helping Joe Gills do a sci-fi video project he was working on, it was 20 years ago. And had an alien in a spaceship, needed to open up the blast doors and blow it out alien style, right?
I think I remember you talking
Yeah.
about it. Anyway,
so
yeah.
how do you show a ship depressurizing? Because you can't see the wind. Yeah. So we decided, screw it. We grabbed a leaf blower, literally took the script, and as soon as the door started opening, which was just a lightly dressed like roll-up door for the garage we were in, just blew the script right out under the door immediately. There it is. We have depressurization happening, right? And then everything else from there. That week, I'm watching Stargate SG-1, and Thor's ship, the Mjolnir, has a depressurization problem. And so this alien spaceship that were built by aliens, the door opens up, and the script blows out the door. Yeah, I don't know if it was a script or not. It was just 8.5, 11 pieces of paper, but it was a script blowing out the door on Stargate, so that was fun.
I like fun problems.
Yeah.
What color's the wind? Blue. In my head, that's what I just think of.
You're right. So what we're doing right now, because these products have sat for a while, and there's different...
Pretty thick.
Yeah, they're both thick. This happens with, well, you have to shake hairspray, not hairspray, spray paint.
Chemicals separate
There we
based
are.
on density of the molecules inside of the solution, and especially in a liquid form, so the stuff doesn't necessarily stay mixed in a homogeneous mixture.
This is why I keep her. She's smart. That really sounds condescending. It's not meant to be, but yes, exactly. So just trying to agitate and mix it. I could also do something with a drill and just spin it up, but just thought I would do this because
We didn't pre-think this at all. I had no idea we were going to be making molds, and it's going to be fun. So, side quest.
Side quest. So I'll need to measure out the amounts that I need for A and B, right? Because I'm shaking the blue one's part B, you're shaking part A.
Yeah.
And we need to do it a ratio of 100% A to 120% B. which means math.
I was gonna say, like, how are we gonna decide that this is 100% and this is 120? By weight, duh, that's why the scale exists. I got to the party eventually.
So it'll be like, 50, 60,
Okay.
something like that. I'll try pouring 50 and see how much it is, because I'm guessing that about a little less than half the cup with a little less than half of this cup mixed into one of your coffee cups that's clean, hopefully will be enough. I kind of want to...
One ready to go?
No. I'll have to walk and go get one.
I'll go grab one.
Okay, thank you. I just kind of have to guess, and I don't want to have a whole lot of extra because I don't really have somewhere else to put any leftover material. So I'm going to try to err on the side of not enough, to be safe. Anyway. What's sad is this is probably the easier part to make by hand than this, but I never got a mold made for the arm. Stir well before using. Well, we shook. Does that count? Can I get a hold of the end? No. No, I can't. If you don't have a trash can directly underneath your table, crafting table, I highly recommend it. It is so convenient too. I gotta throw this away. It's no longer part of my immediate life. There we go. Okay. Hey, look, it's Castle Black coffee cups. Yeah, and well, I guess this is part 100 because the level's actually way down here, but this one's probably much higher.
Is it like shampoo and conditioner where they're different viscosities?
Yes.
I fixed it. There you go.
Thank you. It was
Ralph
just...
Mourik, that lid stuff goes into my aluminum bin.
Oh. Yeah, it should, huh?
I have enough scraps that I keep of everything else. I do not need to hoard more garbage.
I've actually got an aluminum bin off to the side where I've got aluminum foil and other little bits that I've cut off under the thought of maybe someday eventually I'll...
Well, you can do that in your mold.
Once I've got all the ones I need that are...
On metal so you don't destroy it on accident.
Yeah, I would have to look at what the temperature of the silicone is. You can... Some of it doesn't like really high heat. Okay, so 100A. So let's go with, just do 50. On. I'm missing a foot. There we are. We are on, I want to be on grams. Cup is clean, right? So if I pour some back out, sorry.
You're fine.
$40, $44, $46,
48.
$48.
50.7.
And that's about what I wanted, so 50.
50.
So there's that, set that aside.
Should we label it, or are there different colors?
There are different colors. I put an A on the cup too.
Okay, cool.
So here's B. That's almost a shot too.
4 or 3.
Yeah, just cut. It'll be fine. Hey, look, it's a cup it's a cup on a scale. The cup says B. There's a B in all the flowers.
It's a pretty little floral cup.
So this needs to be 120%. So I need to fill this to 60 grams. Which I know you can't see the readout on the scale, but
you can see it getting fuller.
Yeah. 53.
55.
56. Man, I can't quite see it. I do like the fact that it's just black. 60. There we are. And of course, if I'm a little bit off, it's not going to be the end of the world.
Schultz Division says there's a bee amongst the flowers.
Yep. Good on you, Schultz. Okay. I need popsicle stick.
Popsicle stick.
Hey guys, I found a popsicle stick. Should I have it yet? Here we are. One more second. Actually, that is not here we are.
here.
There, this will be fun.
These are paintbrushes.
I'm using coffee cups. I'll use coffee stir sticks. They should be okay. So I can set this aside. Alrighty. Now we can play Mad Scientist. And we're just gonna.
I want to mix.
You want to mix? I'll let you mix, sure.
I'll mix.
Actually, it's something I did think about. Probably before we pour A in here, get a better stick. These are not going to be strong enough.
They're not gonna work.
No, they'll be great for scraping the cups, but these are not going to be strong enough.
Super popsicle stick. Oh, look it. There's rubber bands that we were thinking about.
I'm happy with the Velcro,
It's okay.
even though I only need to make well, right now I only need to make 6 hands, but I wanted to make a mold of it, and why did I go through all this effort? Because I want to make more Lego minifigures. I know Dan wants to make more Lego minifigures. Okay, may I have the other? Thank you.
Or do you want the
Nope,
stronger pop?
that's good for mixing the two. And if you do get it in your hands, you'll die. But don't worry about
Okay.
it. Okay. You won't. That's
You'll
a
be
dumb
able
joke.
to mold me a new one.
Yeah, I'll do a new one. So this one said we had a 10-minute pot life. So pot life means in about 8, 9, 10 minutes. It's kind of cool in here, so we might actually get 11. The fluid that's in here is going to start its reaction, and it won't be pourably usable anymore, right? So looking at the analog clock, we're between the 5 and the 4, so we only have until the hands between the 6 and the 7. I don't have my glasses on. It's like noon 23
They mix pretty
right
easily
now.
together. It doesn't look
Good.
like they're separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What you want to do is get it so there's no color difference, and you want to make sure that you scraping
the
the
edge,
sides
yeah.
and kind of scrape the bottom.
I made brownies before.
There you go. It's not much different. It really isn't. Just don't eat it. And even if it isn't completely, thoroughly, 100% mixed, it'll just take longer to set up, right? But it's best to mix it as good as you can. So, or as well as we can. Oh, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Or you think you're done.
I think it's pretty well mixed, and I figured it
Okay.
didn't hurt for you to go give it a smoosh.
All right. Depending on a rule of thumb, but depends on your pot life, is just stir for 3 minutes. But the other ones only got a 6-minute pot life, so that's probably not a good plan. But we've been agitating this for a little over a minute, so we'll just agitate things a little more.
Look
Is
a
this
little
entertaining to
agitated.
anybody of you out there?
I'm gonna go back to some of those comments before we had the static, see what people are saying.
Yeah. Sorry about the static. I have no idea what was going on with that.
No worries.
But it's universal, so it's 100% on our end, whatever the heck it was.
But it's fixed now.
Apparently.
Daniel Knights is waiting for a 30mm foam block to arrive where he's living currently.
Oh,
So there's that.
that's kind of cool. 30 millimeter? Okay.
Yeah. 2 M's, right? Millimeter?
Yeah, 2 inches millimeter. If he's getting a 30-meter foam block, dude, where'd you get that? But no, that's okay. There we go. Come here.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you, Daniel Knight.
My mold's a little green. Does that count?
There are ants in the microphone.
That's what it is. There's
Where's-
ants in the microphone.
And then, where's your green? I got green. I'm fine. I get to pinch you because you're not wearing green. I already did that.
Yeah, you did.
Yes. Except for...
And there's no green on my socks, and there's no green on my underwear or my underwear
Vixen
label.
says it's 2024 or something like that. I get to drop kick you now.
Oh, that would be Advixen.
That's not polite
Hey.
address. Yes. Okay. Big Joe 927 says, nice, I remember loving the Big Lego series. Advixen says, don't forget an extra hand for the Lego lightsaber. Oculus Orbis. It's like the Glasgow Wonka event all over again.
I just saw that on Reddit. What?
Paul Herring wants to know what's the biggest thing you've ever made? A mess.
100% first thing came to mind. I made a mess of my marriage. I made a mess of my life. It comes down to being sets. Do those count, right?
Yeah.
The biggest physical thing that could be moved around that was built to be transportable that I made was the Star Trek bridge set that we did for play. That was made to fit inside of a space. So this was based off the classic original series bridge. It could be moved in a couple of trips in a pickup truck or in a moving van. We could cart it in, set it up, and then get it out of the way. And it was about 22 feet wide, 8 feet tall, and about 14 feet deep. It had working turbo lift doors, but it didn't have helm and ops because it was supposed to be a different type of ship. Still Star Trek, right? And instead of the captain's chair, it had the captain's couch because he had two guys that had equal importance on the show. So, yeah, that was probably the single biggest thing that I made, but it's technically a set, but you could move it.
Right. I outfitted an army once.
Yeah, there you go.
But then I've also moved to costume shops, so it's just like it's not one thing though.
No.
It's a lot of little things.
So what's the single biggest thing you like pick up? Well, it's the sword probably.
The sword.
Yeah, but
I made a 15-foot ball gown. Remember that for the Taylor Parks music
yes,
video?
you did make that 15-foot wall gown, and you made the curtains.
Yeah, I sewed the whole set.
Yeah.
And I sewed her dress.
Yeah. So these curtains were what? 12 feet tall, 14 feet tall,
They were
and it was
15 by 30.
60 linear feet.
They were 15 by 30 each individual panel.
Oh, okay.
So that's why the skirt ended up being 15 feet tall.
Because that was the panel. All right.
Yeah. But
So that's it. Now the exciting part of waiting for it to set up. So we'll just set this aside, leave it on camera so we remember. It said 45 minutes demold time. Like I said, it's a little cooler in here. Looking at the clock, that means about 11:15 hour time. So about 45 minutes from right now, wherever you guys are, because thankfully time flows pretty much consistently everywhere. Pretty much. That's when we can take this apart and see if the hand
hey,
works.
Siri, set an alarm for 45 minutes. All right, it's set.
Thank you. And I've got very little waste in here. So I'm actually, if I dig again, I got some old molds over here. I can probably pour that into something.
Is that enough for a whole nother mold?
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not. Not for what I want, but it bugs me that that one's not that good. Sorry, I bumped the camera. There we go.
Bruce knew. Is it just on my end, or is the audio insanely loud?
No, it probably is insanely loud because I changed inputs, and I haven't changed the input on the new one. So let me pour this, and I'll do that.
Schultz Division says it's a bit louder than usual, but not extreme at all on my end.
Okay, yeah, I'll turn it down. I've usually turned it down, and I just forgot. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay, we're only live.
Dealt with the angry bees.
The angry bees.
This
Yeah,
is
the ants in the microphone.
the ants in the microphone,
Yeah.
the static.
There was a bee in my car. So I was like, wait, you dealt with this?
There was also a bee on the cup.
Yeah. There was.
See, it's kind of starting to thicken up. You probably can't see, but it's not.
It's not as thin as it once was.
It's not as thin as it once was. No.
Yeah. Jerry can cosplay right now. I'm building the biggest prop I've ever made.
That's cool. That's a cool sword, Jerry.
Just out of curiosity for anyone here, does anyone have any ideas for making a pair of Deku leg braces from My Hero Academia? I don't remember what those look like.
Yeah, I don't either. I've done the Air Force gloves.
I remember him.
I don't remember the leg braces.
Right?
I only got to the first few episodes of season 3. That's as far as I've watched the show. Never read the books.
Alright.
Yeah. Good enough. We will just let the popsicle stick go.
And you can let that cup go because we have a new one if you need another one.
Okay, well, once it sets up, we in theory, can peel this
it.
out.
And
Yeah.
that's very satisfying.
It is. It's kind of fun. You'll probably enjoy it. Let me get rid of this. Alrighty, poor Ralph is staying up late. It's way past his bedtime. He's been waiting for us to open up a box of something he cast. Yeah. Volume. Let me talk loud. Sorry. Here, go to the audio on my device, and yeah, it should be -6, but it's not. It's... Don't you hate trying to mouse something and it just... Here's the mark. Tear.
Those fine motor details.
I want to blame the technology more than me. I want to. All right, so I tried to adjust the mic to be -6 dB like the other input is, because I plugged into Audio 2 on the Blackmagic thingy that I've got. So hopefully audio is better. So a little while ago,
It's mixed with the not English and English, but they're close enough that it looks funny. And I was just reading things and laughing. Because total watch, total weight, you know, like
right.
It's not that far off, but it just looks like
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, did I wake up in the wrong Spider-Verse?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting that the total, so it's TOTAAL, 2 A's, which is total weight. Then it's total with a silent E, ward for the total value. they're different. Yeah, you probably can't read that, but that's fine. Ralph, we just both barely speak English, so we're totally not making fun. We're just enjoying, different languages.
Hey,
it's
look,
awesome that you can speak more than one language.
Right? It's crazy that it's a global audience.
Yes. That's
what blows my mind. I'm like, you're on the other side of the globe.
Yeah, where it's dark.
Is it dark?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 8:30, 9:30. Go for it.
You're like, I'll get my fingers out of the way.
Yeah, I'll totally get my fingers out of the way. We were talking about the V-hooks that go onto the Proton Packs. This is actually Proton Pack related. And
right, we're finally on topic.
And after doing Sunrise MallCon, after talking to the local Ghostbusters, I overheard a conversation about the guys who didn't want to trust 3D printed V-hooks. This is the hook that goes on the wand that actually attaches to the pack, that then supports the wand while you walk around, and any other motion from the tube that's hanging off the wand, right? So there's not a lot, but there is a lot of forces going on with this connection. And so the guys said, yeah, I'd never trust a 3D printed one for my wand because they've all got good feeling real wands.
And
3D printed would probably work for us.
Made that mistake.
Someone probably has made that mistake.
Yeah.
So just arbitrarily during the stream, I mentioned, it'd be awesome to cast one out of aluminum or whatever, something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was. But Ralph remembers because he heard it, keyed in, and said, dude, I can do that. And I'm still pretty excited about this. Ended up sending Ralph a file, which he then 3D resin printed and made a mold and actually poured sets out of aluminum. And is packed with E-static compliant pink foam. Hello, Odin and Felicia and Shop Gremlin, and anyone else that might be in the shop. In here you'll find 4 sets of V-hooks that I cast out of aluminum. Each set is stamped with a number, so it's easy to know which pieces go together. Thank you, good to know. It's great that I'm able to contribute a little something to one of your projects. In the future, if you need metal parts made for a project, you know where to find me. When the full video was done, I'll post it on Discord first before making it public as a little bonus for all this awesome and creative community. I've also added a bunch of my channel stickers for whoever wants one. Okay. Channel stickers.
Bryce New says he's made that mistake, unfortunately.
Oh, with a 3D printed one? Yeah, sorry, Bryce.
Yeah.
Where's your knife?
Where's my knife? It's right here. It's your knife.
Okay, where's the knife you're using?
Ooh, those look
Shiny.
impressive. Camera 2,
Yeah, well, whichever.
4.
Yeah. It's really cool.
They're solid.
Oh yeah, that's a. Can you hear it over the train? Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, you stamped them. Like stamp them. They're with a number stamp in here. It's got a 2, like with a die stamp, whatever, you know. Yeah. That's cool. You want to play with one?
I want to play with them. They're so lightweight but heavy.
Right. Hey, is this Ralph's thumbprint? So here's number 1. Yeah, this is way cool. This is okay. So I was excited by this. This is way cooler than I was thinking it was going to be. This is really cool. I'm looking forward to the video. One of the things I asked Ralph, seeing that it is a sand packing procedure for making the metal cast, I'm super simplifying it. I was trying to ask, how did he get this inner lip in here? Right, give me Mr. Popsicle Stick, because there's a little channel on the inside here. Yeah, he cut those out after the fact for each one. So those are all hand done.
That's impressive.
Yeah, this is super cool. And, you know, he's used to production. He's used to, so he actually sent double the number required.
Because he understands.
Because he understands that, yeah, well, here's what you need, but stuff goes wrong, so here's extra. Which is really cool.
So now we have to find the Alice packs.
Now we have to find the Alice packs, yeah. This is the most legit part we've got on This is really cool. I don't remember exactly which 3D print file that this is copied from. This is way smaller than I was gonna. I thought this was bigger for some reason. Not complaining at all, but
I'm just curious.
they're probably mostly okay.
This one sticks out.
Oh, I see. That one doesn't. Yeah.
So
oh,
they
yeah.
really do.
They really are very specifically made. Dude, this is exciting.
Right. I didn't have to make this.
Right. I didn't have to.
I'm just going, oh my gosh, I didn't have to do this.
The amount of time I've sat around thinking, I want to aluminum cast like Kruge's knife from Star Trek 3, you know, or something or other, and just never did. And yeah, this is cool.
And now I have dominoes.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
So yeah. Makes me think about buckles and things, because there was something similar to this. It doesn't matter. I'm thinking about the buckles on the Colonial Viper jackets from the original Battlestar Galactica, which were some sort of a luggage connection that is not manufactured anymore. But it's like, yeah, if you have a, you know, there's no.
These are very specific too.
Yeah, because you have to have force going
V-hooks.
this way and
Yeah.
force going this way, and then it would hold together, which is the way it's going to work.
These are work because the V shape.
Yeah.
So you can't put it on its side.
No.
It's pointless.
Well,
at that point.
if you had tension, you could, but it's pointless.
Yeah. You might as well just create it all new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. This is way cool.
Ralph Mourik says, full video will be posted when I get Odin's footage. So
After
you
the
can watch
stream.
his video on how he casted.
Yes.
Casted.
Cast. Cast is also past tense, plastic tense.
Pluralized also.
However you want to be casted, that's fine.
In metal, so you can make your own, maybe.
Maybe. Yes. It's simple. You just melt soda cans and pour it like you do brownie batter.
Yeah, like you forge all your stuff.
Yeah, you pour it. Actually, if you want to make aluminum ingots, I do believe you can pour the aluminum into muffin tins to make your ingots.
I've seen people use those cute little silicone molds.
Yeah. Like they were saying, you use silicone, it depends on. I was trying to look into that at one point, and I was concerned about the melting point of aluminum versus the high temperature tolerance of some silicons. And I think it just destroys the mold in a hurry. I think, because, you know, it's outside of its spec range. But no, purposely didn't. Honestly, I wanted to open these. I've been wanting to open these for a couple of weeks, but I wanted to wait to the stream so you could actually see it, right? Because, yeah, no, 100% what I expected, 100% not what I expected. This is really freaking cool.
Where's the...
The Neutrona ones are on the Emmy crate behind the Ryobi stack.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
Let me describe stuff in this shop. And then I believe when it's put on, the pack is actually on a slight angle because ergonomically you need to pull it off.
Reference
so it doesn't
image.
go straight up down. Yes. And then this attaches to, so the clip portion attaches to the Proton Pack, which is just a shiny metal trapezoid, sorry. But the other portion, this goes onto the wand, which is also askew. So maybe it's more that the wand's askew than the pack. So it's going to be this way, right? Yeah, this is the handle, so it's going to go this way.
Question.
Like that. Yeah.
They said there was stickers in there, and I haven't seen stickers yet.
Stickers where?
In that package.
Oh, they're right here.
They're-
I'm sorry, we
okay.
got distracted with the awesome aluminum bits.
I know. I was just like, wait, I thought there were stickers, but I was
There's
trying to
totally
find the
stickers in
reference
here.
image.
By the way, everyone who's watching, I did put a link to Ralph's channel in the description of this video.
Yes.
So it's just a simple YouTube link. Definitely go check out Ralph. Subscribe. His video is all about metal casting and reclaiming metals, and it's cool. They're fun, satisfying to watch.
I took the reference image out at one point and did not. Oh, there it is. Did not
okay.
put it back where it belongs.
Yeah, where is it?
You can't see it on this one, yeah. And you can't see it on this one either. The two actual.
Come here.
Don't worry, we're all watching.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've got too much crap on the floor. I can't walk to the corner. My torture puzzle box, not from Hellraiser, but from Christmas, is still in the way. So if this was being worn as a pack, then it goes here. It goes here.
And slightly at an angle so he can grab it.
Yep, so you can grab it. So what we're going to need to do is cut a piece of plywood to put on the inside, so this
You
has
can
something.
drill it into.
Yeah, we can drill it into it, and we can actually have something to hold on to, which
Sweet.
that's not hard to do.
And I'm glad that we left the whole back open because I don't want to have to dig into there.
Right. No, you're right. And
That's one of the steps that we're so close. There's like very few steps we have to do because it's been blacked. It needs to get, and it has most of the stickers on it. It needs a little touch up a little bit. But
yeah, a little touch up here, and
yeah, and these need to be not the blacked anymore
we
because
need
they
to
were
get-
the right colors. The wires. Copper wires.
yeah, they were the right colors.
And,
That's okay. We just
But it's like really close. But one of the things that we just like avoiding is putting the back on because we want to change it from the foam that we originally cut out to the Sintra so it has more stability.
correct.
And then we also wanted to have access so we could bells and whistles.
Which-
there are none in yet. Wait, I lied. There's those.
We try to put some in there, which comes down to a budget issue for the both of us. While she's busy blowing up banks, I'm also just running into my own. Yeah, I don't have the money to spend to buy the electronics for it, so we're dancing around it. But
But we still have
It'll happen.
lots of projects parts that we have to still do, like that.
And even during, it wasn't the last stream, which was a month ago. I think it was a stream prior to that while I was still talking with you. I think, or maybe it was
Like
a
the
stream
size
with
of a
Dan.
small child.
You kinda. It's longer gestation.
The gun
Gosh,
sight
I
is
can't-
not askewed.
The gun side's not askewed. Thank you for telling me.
Sorry, I just saw that and I'm like, I
Nope.
have to point that out, otherwise I
Appreciate.
will, in my brain, try askew it.
Right. Well, I was guessing because I noticed that one of them is the gun is not.
We really just need to have reference images.
Yeah.
At this point, we are two reference images where it has to kind of start
Right.
nitpicking.
Start talking to the guys at a local again who's got it and done it right. With I told you his name. What was his name? Not Topher, not Trajan. What was his name? You just gotta look it up.
Sorry. Last text message I got.
Oh, okay.
Right here.
Yeah.
Thane.
That's it. Thane Gunther. He was the 916 Ghostbuster that built most of the props and is very happy to share information.
He is a very
Yeah.
knowledgeable Ghostbuster.
So yeah, we will try to confirm with him what's going on, including the bent S hook.
We really
because
should
there's
invite him
a-
on the stream if he would be willing to.
Yeah, because there's like an S hook. Or
Anybody
or
who's
chain.
a Ghostbuster fan and you want to be on the stream and you're in the area, let us know.
Yeah.
Reach out on the Discord.
Right. Reach out on the Discord. Reach out on the Instagram.
Yes, if you're not a member.
Yeah.
But fun
But-
problems.
So in time, we will get the electronics put in. We'll get the
We
cable
have the
finished.
lights started. The ones that we want to do are the lights and the wand.
The lights and the wand.
These lights are here.
Cyclotron lights are in place.
We want sound.
Want sound.
Where are we going to have the sound coming out of? Is it going to be out of this part
Usually,
or that part?
usually it's out here. It's either out this or it's somewhere within the cyclotron.
Yeah, because
usually.
he said his was like
Yeah.
right there.
That's what I've seen. I don't think the wand has a speaker in it typically. I've seen guys that have a vape pen that emits puffs of smoke out of.
Smoke pens are amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm not necessarily talking about vape pens because you can get like smoke pencils, which are
Yeah.
just specifically for creating the clouds of dust for checking your car's exhaust systems and other things for holes. But those things give a good dense cloud of. And it's always fun to have your explosion, your things look like they're about to blow up, you know?
Oh yeah. One of the
Dangerous.
Ghostbusters in danger. One of the Ghostbusters in San Diego, whose pack was made out of pelican case parts and Tupperware. He had his vent to the bottom, and when it did the, failure wind down sound that it did, it would then belch out marshmallow scented smoke. Yeah.
Fun problems. Makes me think of Phil.
Yes, totally makes me think of Phil. Absolutely. Phil was the behind-the-scenes camera guy for Smosh, and an awesome guy. Perfect.
Close enough.
So the clip, which has
Bryce
to be...
News says cut a hole in the motherboard. That's how most people have their sounds coming out.
The motherboard being the part that goes towards your back. Is that the motherboard? I'm immediately thinking computer and circuitry.
I cut a hole in my motherboard and then put the shower drain cap over the hole. Worked great.
Yeah, that's probably what we're going to do at Essentra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
And then it's coming off you, and it also when you're wearing the pack, there's an air gap, so
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
And people really like. I forgot his name. Thane, right?
Gunther.
Thane Gunther.
Thane.
Thane.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thane.
Thane. Asking him what his favorite or most important bells and whistles about his pack.
Right.
As somebody who's owned several and built several, what's the most important part of the pack to him? His wand and the sound.
Okay.
The sound.
The
like,
sound,
with
yeah.
the bells and whistles, it's like, it needs to be the right sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just toss any old sound in there.
Me, I feel like I make my own effect sounds.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm just gonna do it even if I had a lightsaber that made the noises for me.
Yeah.
And then I appreciate that Ben Eady, he's the person who built the last Ghostbuster Proton Packs on the newest movie,
Right.
asking him what his most important bells and whistles are for a Proton Pack, to him was the Rumble Pack, because it gave you a tactical experience and makes the thing more real.
Tactile.
Tactile. I can speak, I promise.
We are a product of the American public education system.
I was educated,
Oh yeah.
so
I can count to all my fingers.
count to purple backwards. So, bells and whistles. I think lights are fun.
Yeah.
I think they're important. I think they're just a given. That's why nobody mentions them.
Right.
Like it needs to light up.
And of course, I've still got, which I don't know if you do or not, production brain where props don't make noise.
Yeah, no, that's in my head. So sound's not important to me.
Yeah.
Like I don't need the sound because it needs to not make sound, because if it makes sound on set, then I'm in trouble.
Right. Exactly.
Who made this make sound?
I mean,
Sorry, Ivan.
made a thing with the spinning part that was important for Smosh, but it had a scraping sound because as it spun, it wasn't perfectly balanced. So it's shh, right? It's on, right? So I made sure that was on a separate switch. Turn it off when all the lights are on. So on far shots, it's still running. Why not? Just so it would be clean for Ivan. But for close-ups, turn on the spinny bit. Yep.
Yeah, poor Ivan. Every time I put on noisy jewelry,
Yeah.
Ivan's gonna hate me for this. That's always in my head. Yeah.
I'm sure Ivan says hello. He's been he's messaged me a couple times about different potential employment opportunities.
Nice.
So yeah,
So he's still
much
out and
appreciated.
about? Well,
He's
everybody
out and
still
about.
exists.
Yeah, everything still exists. Oh, these are cool. Wow, there's a ton of them here.
Ooh, fancy. Find it,
Very.
scrap it, melt it, cast it.
All of a sudden it's, would you,
Camera 3.
Yeah. Anybody want to sing Daft Punk with us? Find it, scrap it, melt it, cast it. Which just may not be his intent at all, but no, this is cool because it's metallic and silver, and yeah, there's a few of them here. This is cool. Save you one, Dan, if you want one. This is really cool.
I'm gonna stick one in the master plan.
That belongs there.
I absolutely love my master plan.
Yeah. Precious metal recovery. So all the little words on here is dumpster diving, metal detecting, magnet fishing, e-waste recycling, precious metal recovery, homemade furnace, bullion, copper with fire, ingots, brass, sand casting, and lost foam casting.
Lewis Causey said, "He who smelt it, built it."
That's right! No, these are cool. Ralph, thank you very much for sending so many. This is really cool, definitely.
Smoosh it, and then you smoosh it, and then... Ah!
Oh, nice. Permanent fixture in the master plan.
It's in the master plan now.
It's all part of the master plan.
It's all part of the master plan. You know, I should put one of these stickers in the master plan, too.
Oh, you can cut out one of the whales?
You know, one of the extra ones. Didn't they give us a whale? No, none of the whales are cut out. Okay.
Oh, you got a knife, just cut the whale out.
Logic, stop. I will cut out the whale.
I thought she was a DIY person. I don't want these to get... I'm like nervous about where I set these down because I don't want to lose them. 2, don't want them to get
Put
gooey.
it back in the box.
Yeah, I'll put them back in the box. That's fine.
Where did the box is over away where it belongs.
Yeah, well, I try to put all the stuff back in the box. And this goes back in box. No, these are like really cool.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah.
So what were we planning on doing? I think we were going to use Lost Wax's version of melting the PVC pipe.
Yeah, exactly what we're going to do.
Because it looked like it could work.
It should work, because, yeah,
we are just looking at my phone here.
Oh, are we still stuck on that?
We are still stuck on that.
Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. These are really cool. So much I'm not paying attention to the camera. Yeah, Lost Wax, Chris from Lost Wax Oz, when he made his, he bent his V-clip out of a piece of PVC pipe, and then this was just a couple pieces of wood.
I hit the cut with the cup. Is what
Oh,
happened.
is that what happened? Okay.
I knocked it. My fault.
Okay.
With kind of an artistic angle, apparently. So, you're welcome, all. I can screw this up.
These are super cool.
Yay, new toys.
Yeah, new toys, new custom toys.
So, we're getting there. We really just have to do it. We're getting there. I'm cutting this whale out.
Oh, yeah. Cut the whale out.
Whale.
Because we have another package to open.
We do.
We do. It's close up to 1 o'clock. In January.
We are actually a little early then.
Okay, that's I got a care package, surprise care package in the mail from Lewis Causey, who was watching a little while ago, if he hasn't got bored and tuned out. But he sent
Stuff.
a lot of stuff.
That's awesome.
This I have opened before.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
Some Aza right here.
Yes.
Maximum strength, that stuff like...
Yep. Hey, Odin and Felicia. This is just a little something to help you with your Ghostbusters gear. First, I want to give a huge shout out to the Ghostbusters Mexico YouTube channel and its host maker, Mock. For Felicia, his name is pronounced like macho, as in macho man, but without the O in the end, so Mach. So I said it wrong. By the way, Lewis, nice paper. It's very heavy.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mach is an excellent maker. He created the templates labeled Ray's Ecto Taller, translates to Ray Ecto Workshop. So he created the templates for something in here. I sent a message requesting his templates permission for you because his excellent videos are in Spanish only, and I highly recommend everyone following him, as he also built a foam pack like Odin, because Felicia didn't. The templates, the templates with the ectotoler label came from the internet sources years ago. There's also templates for the belt strap hanger for the belt fobs. The green belt gizmo templates is in here. So let's see. What I have sent is 2 different images of belt gizmos if you want for different colors. The tarp template from the trap template from Mach. The ecto goggles template from Mach. The last 2 items, I don't know who created, but I found them years ago, and that's a template for the trap holster, and it's for leather, right? And a leather template for key fobs. This should make you as legit as any Ghostbuster, and as Ray told Winston for the first day, welcome aboard. P.S. When are you going to build the most popular prop in sci-fi history? Which is what this thing is here on the top.
You want to explain what it is?
So this was...
Camera...
There's actually videos dedicated to this. So the single most important prop in sci-fi history. Gosh, where does this go back to? This goes back to the 70s, because late 70s, and it's been modified a few times. It's actually a table that can roll on its own. This is, there's controls at the front so a person can stand at it. You've got these neon tubes that blink in sequence between the 2 cones. Yeah, this is in Star Wars, this is in Star Trek, this is in The Last Starfighter, this is in Airplane 2, the sequel, where William Shatner actually asks what it is and gets a report on it. This has been in like half the Next Generation episodes. Yeah, it's a blinky, background thing. I think it's in Roger Corman movies, Battle Beyond the Stars, and a bunch of other, because this was part of an LA prop house, where it was easy to rent and easy to move around. And literally, if you look up, whatever it said, the most popular prop in sci-fi history, you should be able to find a multiple part video series showing clips where this thing shows up. And there's only one. It's not like these were mass produced. This was done by... Someone knows where it was done by. It was done by a prop house in LA, and it just got re-rented and passed between hands and got added to.
It's like, hey, we're building a set. Can I borrow your thingamajig? Of
Exactly.
course.
I need to rent sci-fi stuff. Oh, I got Gizmo A, Gizmo B, and I got some nose cones. Done. Ship them over. So,
right.
Yeah. And it gets repainted. No, it's cool.
Gizmo GB.
Gizmo. Oh, it's probably the Ghostbusters Gizmo. Or are you trying to ask me to talk like a mogwai?
No, you just said Gizmo, and I was like, oh, Gizmo GB.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, it is a Gizmo. Go ahead and do 4. So I imagine this is a picture of Lewis. It says, keep on bustin'. My compliments. My container unit is your container unit. My container unit is your container unit.
So we can send him all the ghosts we catch.
Yeah, absolutely. We just need to send all the ghosts we catch. This is cool. Wonder what con this is at. Hey, Lewis? Oh, actually, I know what con this is at because his return label is East Coast. So he's not going to be at WonderCon. That's okay. I'm looking forward to seeing the guys there. But yeah, this is cool. Ray's Ecto Taller. These are, once again, some really good printouts. Yeah, you could just cut these out directly and glue them to cardboard and be good enough, can't you?
Right? And if you wanted to be super fancy, you could add little, those little earrings to make the dots.
If only we knew somebody who could solder.
Well, we would melt the paper. That's what I'd be worried about.
Well, yeah. There is melting the paper.
Yeah.
Actually saying, it actually has the, yeah.
Camera.
Just hit cut.
Okay.
Yeah. But Sanyo 02DE18, I mean, of course, the Ghostbusters community has figured out exactly which calculator this came from.
Bryce New is wondering, are you putting your packs on real Alice frames or making one out of PVC pipe? We're making them out of...
No, I have real Alice frames. I have yet to excavate them. I know I put them in a box I bought 2 years ago.
That was part of the conversation when I was like, are you interested in making Ghostbuster Proton Packs? And you're like, I have 2 Alice packs ready to go!
So I should have the straps. I know I've got the kidney strap at the very least. And I got the 2 frames. I bought them from that guy over here. And there's a small upstairs portion of the shop, and they're up there. And that's why it's taken me a little while to get to it, is I actually have to bring in a 10-foot ladder to crawl up to a spot that doesn't have a safety rail, to dig around, to find the pack. That was one of the first things I put up there, so it's buried in the very back corner. I have dug once, quickly, one night when I had a chance, and
I remember you were up there right before a live stream.
yeah, trying to
Because
find
I was
it.
like, don't fall, because I don't want to climb up there.
Exactly. Well, if I fall, you don't have to climb up there. I'll be down here.
Well, who would have to get the packs then?
Oh, fair enough. So I do have them. I know they're up there. I know I didn't get rid of them. So we're planning on using a set of real packs for our foam. But if we have to, Chris from Lost Wax does have a pattern he made for making one out of PVC pipe. And then the other thing that Lewis sent was some screen grabs of Mach's channel with all the stuff that's in.
This is for the goggles.
Specifically
so
for the goggles.
What
so
videos,
here's the gizmo. Okay, so yeah, we got the
and
gizmo
then these
playlist.
are the patterns.
And then the patterns for the goggles, which
So
would be
that's-
kind of fun to make.
Those are the videos for the goggles, and then the pattern. And then this is the ghost trap with the pattern.
Oh, okay.
So he put them by...
Oh, good for you.
So I can stick these into the master plan.
1 millimeter. Okay.
The ghost traps. Are you going to go to one of those theaters that has the ghost trap popcorn?
I would like to go to one of the. I'd like to get one of the ghost traps. Yeah. Out of all the different stuff they're coming out with the sandworm bucket, there's 2 different ghost traps, like you said. There's a Slimer. There's another Slimer that looks even worse.
Now you have to go
There's an Ecto one.
Either
The
with a
ghost
large
trap-
party that doesn't want all the stuff that would be willing to give it to you, or go multiple times.
No, you just buy them, the souvenir buckets. I'm sure the theater's happy to just sell them until they're gone.
That's true.
I mean, the bucket sold out like opening night
Yeah,
nationwide.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yes. But I'm not opposed to having something that already exists and just starting from there.
Yeah, no. No, I would be totally happy to, I'm sure the bucket's $20-$30. It's, I'm sure, worth it to get one to play with.
Yeah.
No, I'm very excited about this stuff, so thank you.
And then this is the leather holster pattern. So it's all in order.
For the gizmo. Nice.
So we can keep it all together
Order.
in the master plan.
Okay, yeah, we'll put all this in the master plan. Lewis, this is really cool. Thank you very, very
We
much.
did this for something.
That's
The
part
light,
of,
yeah.
part of the light.
Yeah.
It's in place, but we can keep it for now.
It's just hidden in...
And then specifically these tabs, these Azo tabs, these are the urea pain relief pills that stain the tube to be the right color yellow, because that yellow tube is hard to find to purchase anymore. So the Cosplay solution, I believe is what was said, was to stain the vinyl tube with the urinary medicine.
That stuff is intense.
Which I find really kind of funny, because they refer to it as a P tube, and it's urinary tract.
It seems
Of course
very
it is.
appropriate.
It's very appropriate.
Yes.
So Lewis, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for sending a care package. I know Bryce has sent stuff. I know Ralph got excited about sending stuff. And there was one other thing they got sent that I'm forgetting about, which sucks, because that's not fair to the guy.
Was it Bryce that sent the holster
Bryce sent
holder?
he sent the holsters for.
Yeah.
Bryce. Yes, he's got the holsters for the PKE meters, and he also sent us a holster for the gizmo. So he sent us the holsters for the gizmos as well.
Yeah.
So,
So we are going to be decked out by the time we finally get this finished.
right.
We have a start on your suit. It's a starting point.
It's a starting point. Yeah.
It's not
I bought a
finished.
suit for Barf, which didn't happen. Good using the cause ears and the cause tail. But still, it's fine enough suit as a Ghostbusters start.
Yeah, we can always cover it in slime. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it looks not quite right here, we'll just slime it, and then it'll just be like, oh, we're sea slime instead of the not right thing.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
No, I know.
I'm not worried about. The packs aren't that accurate, so
No, I know.
It'll be a tan suit
I
with
came
a
this
name on
close
it
to
and
getting
packs.
a tan suit for free because we used one on a set.
Oh.
And it was like, yes! And then we last minute didn't end up using it, so I had to return it. I was like, dad
Oh,
nabbit,
okay.
had we used it, it couldn't have been returned, and then I could have worn it.
Right? Getting back to that quandary, using Amazon as a rental house.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
If I can help it, it's just
Right.
not my thing.
No, like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Part of the point and part of Amazon's policy is that you can order different clothes, try them on, and send back the ones that you don't want because they didn't fit. So a production will take that to the next step where they'll order a bunch of stuff. And those of us who have morals, if we use it on screen, is now used and we keep it. And the stuff that isn't used is sent back because it's still basically new, especially on a set where stuff doesn't get opened. Some places send everything back. It doesn't matter.
I know.
I don't agree with that.
I just don't have time for that. My time is more expensive than the stuff that we had to send back. The time
Fair
I have
enough.
to sit down and take it, do returns, no, it's not worth it at the end of the day. So,
Yeah.
but
Hopefully-
fun problems,
Hopefully you're still getting paid for all that. But yeah, fun problems.
right? Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm not unionized, so there's that.
There's that. No.
Yeah. Eventually.
Eventually. Right. We'll
One
get
day,
there.
no, we'll see.
Super cool.
Schultz division, just kick him already, Felicia. Wait, what?
What did I say? Train. What did
Ralph
I say?
Mourik says, fun fact, the box end of the foam are actually from bottles of resin from my printer, so more recycling.
Did the train hit the camera? No, I think the camera's fine.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you for sending more recycling. Sean Cash called me last night. He's got some sort of a project. I need to break out. Something else I have to do this afternoon is get my resin printer out and warmed up and cleaned up because he has to print up these prop pills for whatever production he's helping out with.
Does he need just the gelatin ones? Wait, what is he trying to do with these?
They look like tablets with a specific name embossed on them.
Okay, so the name needs to get embossed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're 7.1 millimeter in diameter. But he's got his resin printer apparently took a shit.
Kaput, yeah.
Kaput. So hopefully mine's still good, but
I still
it's
have
been
those sprinkle
stored
pills
in
if
the
you
dark
need
for
them.
years.
So it's not sun damaged?
No, it's not sun damage, exactly.
There's that. Yeah.
Just gotta drag it out and get that going,
Fun
and hopefully
problems.
that'll happen. Yeah.
Yeah. I need to do a Princess Leia belt, and I wanted to do it out of leather, but the only leather I have is brown and not white.
Right.
And then the metal bits. The metal bits.
The metal bits.
Those can be foam and silver, but also at the same time.
Is it like Han Solo's scoundrel belt where the metal bits are basically flat?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has a rivet in the center of them.
Oh, okay. That shouldn't be impossible to just cut from aluminum.
No, I know. And I have scissors that can do it, tin snips. But then the edges aren't pretty, and I don't have the grinding
Right.
things that I know where they are at the moment.
But we
You
could
know,
probably
random
cut it
problem.
from. I have some like 16th inch, slightly bigger or whatever aluminum that we might be able to.
Ooh, I'm glad I asked you this problem then, because it's like I have these things that I'm like building in the back of my head, and I'm like, yes, I should have. So yeah, I have to do the belt.
Okay.
I still have your gun, so.
Good. Even though that's her Jedi gun, the one
Yeah,
from
it's the
New
wrong
Hope was
one.
different.
I was thinking about taking my keychain and adding it to the little thing, even though it's not quite the right size. It would have the piece that makes.
Oh, right. You got a keychain that makes noise?
No, this piece. She has a thing on her gun, a little
Oh, does she?
on her one when she's in the white dress. It has one of these things on it.
Oh, yeah, it does. Okay.
And this broke the other day, and I was like, well, that's a good excuse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had it for a very long time, apparently.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
I imagine it's not.
It's black.
Yeah, it's not amber. So I wonder if that.
If it's paintable, but at that point, could I just use a hair tie? Because they make hair ties like this that are already black. I have a few on the bathroom floor.
Go to the Goodwill and find an old pair of headphones and just part of the curly hue.
Well, I was just thinking
probably a little
sticking
too
one of
big.
these onto the gun, even though the gun's slightly too small and slightly the wrong one, but having this would be
That'd be
slightly
fine.
more towards the right. But,
Yeah.
But that, and I need the belt. That's the only piece that I'm missing is the belt. But I have a start.
Okay. So, good luck finding white belts at the Goodwill.
Oh no, I'm not going to find a white belt. I'm either going to make it out of leather or foam.
Okay.
I still have the Wonder Woman belt. That's
Right.
the gold, and that's the right shape but too thick. And then I have a leather belt that's red. That's mine.
Okay.
That's the right shape but kind of too small. So between the
Right.
two of them, I was going to trace one and then just.
Yeah, because I don't have. I've got a bunch of soft leather. I don't have.
I have soft leather at the moment, but I also was thinking about using a foam just to glue behind the leather, so it's just a little more sturdier.
Oh, okay. And then paint it with
White.
I believe Angeline's paint
The leather paint.
is
Yeah.
which we can get locally at Blick. Not sponsored.
Yeah, I get a discount with them because I'm a teacher.
I need to go Blick with you more often.
You could just use my phone number.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But,
Of course, they know. Kind of bragging, kind of not. The immediate thought comes. I enjoy going into the local Blick because half the employees, the store manager, and the regional manager all go, "Hey, Odin!"
they don't recognize me.
That's good.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's a wrong way to put it.
No,
Hopefully,
it's
it's weird to be recognized in weird places.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't. There's a reason why I'm like, Yes.
We haven't interacted with the chat. We've got just a few minutes. We can see if we can demold this.
Literally 1 minute left on the mode.
So what are our what's being said?
Ad Vixen says, "Alrighty then, back to the Lego cooking show."
Back to the Lego cooking show.
In just un momento.
Yes.
Almost there.
Almost there. We have the
It's
extra.
still sticky. This
Then
little
it's
bit
not
on the
gonna work.
top.
Yeah, no,
So-
it's not good. Not good enough yet. It's cold, so it's
Yeah.
gonna take longer to set up.
Yeah, because if it's still sticky, I don't think it's ready.
No, it's not.
But it's fun to pick at.
And that's what this is for. So if the extra stuff demolds, then we can touch the important part.
Yes. Lewis Causey, you'll have to find a couple of old crinkle foam type cords to attach to the big gizmo on the small daughter board. Maybe the thrift stores out there have some cords. Yeah, I feel like I can find that little
You
curly
should
coo
be able
everywhere.
to. Yeah. Well, I don't know about everywhere. It's going to be a little harder to find now, but yeah, it should be
Have
totally
you seen
doable.
my dad's farm?
Okay, you're right. I forget that you've
Okay.
got Dad's farm.
I have a weird set.
You have
Yes.
yes, you do. You've got yes.
Anyways.
I remember rolling a Wonder Wheel down a hill at your dad's farm. Wasn't that where that was at, or
No.
that wasn't? Oh,
No.
okay.
No, not that one.
Different family member from a different person.
Yes.
Okay.
But that was a crazy I wasn't on that shot.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see it.
Oh, it was so nice to watch that.
It's time!
But it's not.
But it's not. It's not ready. Not even the little one.
No. When this one's ready, that'll be ready. That should kick off slightly faster because there's more mass, right? So there's
Does
more
it make
material.
it slower or faster?
Should make it faster.
Interesting, because normally it makes it slower. Like when you have to bake something.
Okay, when you bake something, yeah.
Like when you're heating it from the outside in, it takes longer to get to the heat to the center. But
Yes.
I suppose if your thing is like creating its own heat, it's going
It
to be
is.
hotter because you have more of it.
Exactly what
So.
it is. Now, I'm used to using urethanes, which I think technically this is a urethane. Like the tan one that we cast before. So it's going to be the tan one on there. It's basically this guy here. This is very much what I'm used to using. Because that is two amber liquids, and when it starts to kick off, it turns into that opaque tan. And it always sets up in the thicker portion first, and then spreads, and then ultimately gets to all the corners.
Okay.
But I would imagine this is going to set up much the same way. But unfortunately, it's going to take a little bit longer. But what's interesting, I went and touched it again. Well, this peeled off, so this is
Yeah,
getting
I
there.
just touched it. It is very much a sticky, but it's not done.
The fingerprint is going away. Like I touched this one, and the fingerprint's gone,
Oh,
and it's going away over here. So that's kind of neat. Unfortunately, because the shop is 60 degrees or whatever it is in
it's
here,
freezing in here. It's always freezing in here.
it makes all this stuff slow down. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of this stuff says
Which is
it
a
wants to be-
double-edged sword, which is great when you're like trying to do detailed thing. It gives you more time.
Yep.
But then also when you're waiting for paint to dry, because that can eat up half your project time.
Yep.
Just waiting for things to dry, which is annoying.
It doesn't say on this one, but a lot of these like to be used at 70 degrees and higher, and it is not 70 degrees Fahrenheit in here.
Nope.
Which I know all of you that are used to Celsius, you damn well know it isn't 70 degrees Celsius in here.
But it's
I'll
so
say
fun to
Fahrenheit
tell
anyway.
people it's 100 degrees outside because it's a good number.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love it when it's 100 degrees outside. I'm one of the very few people who do.
Yes.
Like when it was 112 last year.
Last year, okay. The other day, last year, whichever.
Last year, yeah. No, I specifically was sitting outside going, oh, it's nice. I could just be warm. Everyone else is huddled in the air conditioning. I'm like, oh, but it's warm out here. Toby's like, nah, I'm inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, what's happening with... So sorry, we're still waiting. Give us...
Bryce News says, our team in South Dakota Ghostbusters had our St. Patrick's Day parade yesterday.
Oh, awesome.
That's awesome. Lewis Causey, welcome, and thanks to Mach with Ghostbusters Mexico.
Yes.
Sorry, I just started.
Yeah, thank you, Mach, from the Ghostbusters Mexico. And thank you, Lewis, for sharing more stuff with us. I would not have done search for Spanish channels, so that's very cool.
Sharp Shot Effects just used Rit Dymore for his tube. But that's more expensive because Azo's only a few dollars. Well, it depends on where you get it.
The synthetic Rit's going to be just a few dollars, too.
That's true.
Or it should be, anyway.
Depends.
Yeah.
It really does depend. It really does.
Okay.
But if you have it in your medicine cabinet as just a staple in there, and you have it on hand.
I don't.
You don't? Well, good for you.
Am I missing out on something?
You are not a lady, but it's okay.
Ah, okay.
It doesn't mean you're immune to things, but
Gotcha.
you might have just different medications stored in your cabinets.
Fair enough. I did think at one point I noticed I wasn't a lady. Certainly don't act like one.
Oh, no. Ralph Mourik says, it's great to be able to help out. So thank you.
Again, everyone, there's a link for Ralph's channel in the description of this video. Please go check it out. And that's where the making of those awesome pieces are going to appear.
Yes. Daniel Knight, I already have plans for my Cyborg Tran Hero Zensu Nosuke mashup. I'm just butchering everybody's names.
I already got plans for my Cyborg, Tenhiro, Zenzetsu, Inoki mashup. Alrighty, Inosuke. Right, so I don't know if that's DC Cyborg or not. Yeah, I'm not quite sure of the other two after all. And then that's Demon Slayer. All right, yeah, Daniel. Well, he's the mashup guy.
Somebody walked into a con and was like, "Yes."
Wrap it up. I'll take it.
I remember looking at a menu before and going, "Just yes."
Yes.
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 I was not hungry. I did not get everything, but it was yes.
Right.
That's what that feels like.
I remember being. So I drink a lot. Well, what it is I drink a lot of fluids, right? I drink a lot of water. I gulp a lot of soda.
Well, I drink a lot of air. No.
Yeah. Doing a convention, but it was a high-tech convention, so it wasn't like a comic convention. It was computers and video gear and stuff in New York. And constantly trying to ask for ice water, not because I'm trying to be cheap. I just want the water to drink. And I kept getting cups this size or less. And so finally, we go into one of the last nights we're there. We go into a larger restaurant that I remember was kind of two-story. We were seated in an area that was open to both floors. But I look at the waiter and say, okay, so no joke, I'm not trying to make fun of anything, but could I just get a pitcher of ice water and a straw, please? I want to see you drink that. Yeah, sure, no problem. Could you bring it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Water's good.
Yeah.
It's good for you, too.
Yeah. That's what's in the water that could be questionable.
New Ghostbusters Frozen Empire movies out next week. We are not going to be ready for that.
Wow, we're not going to be ready for that at all.
No.
I haven't seen Dune yet. I want to.
I haven't either yet. No. I did watch the new Avatar Last Airbender series on Netflix.
Very cool.
I absolutely loved it, and I feel like they definitely talked to a very knowledgeable cabbage salesman when they made that.
Oh, okay, good.
Honestly, it feels like they're watching the recap play. You never saw the series, did you? Okay, never mind. They do a recap play where they redo the thing. Okay. And it's a really good recap episode. Okay. And I feel like I'm watching the movie version of that play.
Oh, okay.
So it's not as amazing as the cartoon.
Never will be.
No, it won't. But it has that teen rom-com drama to it.
Okay.
that kind of works.
Okay.
And I was totally, I enjoyed it very, very much. And now I feel like there's a lot of cosplays now that need to happen.
Okay.
Eventually.
Yeah, well, you were wearing an Airbender cosplay.
No.
Where's she from?
She is from there, but she's not. People
I'm
have
sorry,
a theory
okay.
that she's an airbender.
All right, I said it the wrong way. I meant like you had a Star Wars cosplay. Well, that was kind of the way I meant it.
Yeah, no. I have dressed up as Ty Lee, and I do have her cosplay, and that one she's my favorite character ever. Because how often do gymnasts get represented? You know?
Don't.
But I love her so much. So Ty Lee, yeah, I have her costume, and I will have to make more Ty Lee costumes as she comes out in the next season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the best people don't even show up till.
Yeah, I believe that. Hey, Star Trek: The Next Generation. It gets good in season 3. Just wait. Just hold on.
Yeah. Well, they introduced like all the really cool ladies in the second season of the thing, and you don't realize that you don't already know them.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense, they just it's so natural.
They just kind of fit in. Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And you can't. It was like, wait, she wasn't there the whole first season? Oh, wait, yeah.
Well, I guess she wasn't. All right.
Yeah, because Azula and Toph and all of those people, Azula's friends,
Okay.
didn't show up till the second season. So, anyways, I have my things I geek out about too.
Cool. That's awesome.
Voodoo at 1X, are you guys dressing up for the new movie?
No.
I don't have plans to at the moment.
I don't have plans
because
to.
it's not finished. If it was done and already, like, hell yeah, why
Hell
not?
yeah, no, for sure, but no.
There's no busting con crunching for
I'm not
this.
going to feel good. Yeah.
It's not going to happen. But I will definitely when it's done.
Yeah.
It's not like that movie's like
Right. It's not like Ghostbusters is going anywhere.
like it's just go all of a sudden just be not
Right.
Ghostbusters.
I bought Alice packs to make Ghostbusters stuff, before any of the recent movies came out. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's just that recent movie that came out. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, no, Afterlife is great. Yeah.
Right? It felt Ghostbustery again.
Oh yeah,
It
totally.
felt so, I was like, yes, I love this universe.
I really wanted the 2016 one to work. I really did. It's like, if they can do this will be great. I love the fact that they're gender swapping everyone. This could be great. What the fuck are you people doing? This movie did not go where it needed to go.
So it's in a different universe.
Yeah,
It's in a different
can't even
Spider-Verse.
figure that out. He keeps making references to Ghostbusters came before, only no, we never have them. Oh my gosh, you can't even figure out your own universe.
These things are very clicky and satisfying.
Yes, they are.
Dan Disjunk says the link doesn't work, so here is a
Oh.
link. So Dan has.
Oh, I didn't make it a link. I just copied and pasted text. There's no link. Sorry. YouTube.com/Ralph Mourik.
Okay. Take it easy, Jan. Heads up, spring equinox is coming.
Yes, it
And
is.
sharp shot effects. I always make sure I can carry a water bottle that goes with my cosplays. That's why I keep a canteen on my Ghostbusters belt.
There you go.
Staying hydrated is important. And honestly, accessories are some of my favorite parts of costumes.
Right?
But if you don't have to carry accessories around, don't. They will get lost. They will get broken. And they
It's
are a
bulk.
pain in the butt when you're partying. So if you're going to a
Yep.
Halloween party and you actually want to party, do not bring accessories that are not attached to you physically or cannot physically be attached to you or easily,
Yeah.
like
Some-
boas, pin them to you,
Yes.
like just accessories are hard to keep track of. But they're so much fun and they make the costume like this much better. So
Yeah.
I get it. And then, like, being at a con, you have to think about you're going to be on your feet all day. But my character's shoes are completely impractical for walking, let alone existing.
I bought the cheapest shoes I could because they looked right. You're going to feel it.
We got lots of talking shoes
Uh-huh.
for a reason at the repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to think about these things. It's like you're preparing for a hike. When you're going to be out in nature all day.
Right.
Do you have your sunscreen? Are you properly? Is it going to be too hot or too cold? Do you have your layers? Does my costume even involve layers?
Right.
And then, like, how are you going to eat? Is your makeup going to get destroyed
Yeah. Are you going to be
because
able
you
to?
need a hamburger? Or are you just on a liquid food diet until this appliance
Yeah.
is taken off. You know what I mean?
I hope we can demold that during the stream. Because this is still not happy.
Yeah. Well, I peeled this part, but it's still sticky.
Yeah. Well, touching the main thing and leaving a fingerprint. I mean, it's only been 10 minutes since the last time I checked, but...
Yes.
Okay, Google, set a timer for 20 minutes. Wonder how many people's phones are going to do that. You're welcome.
How many minutes?
I just said 20.
Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Okay, it did it.
Yep.
Did Google work on yours?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Mine doesn't know Google. And it gets
Well,
offended
Siri
when I call him
wouldn't know.
Alexis. Alexa. Alexa. Advix and Netflix did the same as the movie, condensed it into one and revealed the Fire Lord in the book one, but at least better. Yes, agreed.
Yes.
Caleb Guy, confusion, says hello. Hello,
Hello, Caleb Kai Confusion.
well, it's a question mark. Caleb
Oh.
Guy.
Oh, okay.
Bruce New wanted to mention a pretty cool
Bryce.
guest we are having. Bryce. Bruce. Pretty cool guest we're having at our con is Bill Bryan, who built and was the actor in the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man.
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
That's very cool.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Right.
DJ Stumpy says, I'd like them to do Ghostbusters versus Ninja Turtle graphic novels as an animation. Ghostbusters first.
Ghostbusters versus Turtles. Okay. They wouldn't be versus for long, but okay.
Like, they're both good guys.
Right. Yeah, they'll figure out that.
They have common goals. Although
Yeah, they
I
have
really
common
did
goals.
like the last Ninja Turtle movie. It was really good.
The most recent animated one. I have not seen it.
Yeah. It was really good.
Okay, cool.
It was very teenager. Oh, the Milker 3000
Well.
is hilarious. Anyways, it's
Okay.
hilarious.
They're supposed to be teenagers. It says it in the title.
No, I know, but sometimes, like,
Yeah. Yes.
it is very teenager. It is a
Okay.
teenager mindset. It is teenager, like,
Cool.
I appreciated it. I laughed a lot.
Good.
I laughed a lot. So, was it a good movie? I laughed. Go on.
If you enjoyed it, it was a good movie.
Right?
There are movies that are good, and then it's a good bad movie. I enjoyed it. I'm not saying Turtles is a good bad movie, but I get it. If you enjoy it, it's good. Who cares?
Yep. Adam Holbrook. Been a while since I've been able to catch a live stream. So I'm able to
Hello.
post the info. Are you still going to or planning on releasing more videos and making props?
Yes. Yes, I am planning on it. Yes. I've actually got a video that I've shot, but I haven't started the whole post-production part of it. It's currently stuck in.
Never edit land.
I've just got a lot of other things.
It's hard to
trying
get
get
back
done
in the
at
groove
home.
when you're out of the groove.
It's really hard to get back out of the groove, and I've got a mental block because I got so much of the gotta get this done, pulling all-nighters, torturing myself to do it. I still have those feelings mixed up in it, which isn't true anymore. And I've been trying to get a couple of other projects done that seems to take away my, not at work time. But I do have this is still the prototype, but I do have a Astromech strut that I finished for Chopper. That is actually a donation box for Make-A-Wish. It's been to 3 or 4 cons now. Made almost $200, I think, at SAC Anime.
Nice.
Or
So
SAC
you have
SACCon.
footage of it on the wild to use now?
Yeah, so I got footage in the wild now to use. Exactly.
In Never Edit Land?
In Never Edit Land.
Never Edit Land.
Yeah. Basically, with that, I'm really stuck at the one point that I hate the most that I just can't get anyone else to do for me, which is literally write it. This is how I did it. Who else is going to write that? No one else can write that.
I know. I have the exact same problem.
Yeah, and you've mentioned that you'll start with a Chat GPT as or however you
To help
pronounce
me,
it.
get a script going.
As a springboard to move on to something else, which is a great idea. But
It's just a starting point.
Yeah. I cut off Max 2 laser, and no, there's more to it than that. But I did use Mr. Badley's 3D printing files as a reference because that's what he printed his droid from. And
Porter Campbell wants to know, what are your guys' favorite builds? The ones that are done. The ones that I haven't started yet, that I'm like designing in my head already.
Right.
The one I'm thinking about while I'm working on the one I'm currently working on.
Yeah, exactly. The one I'm excited about. When is the build finished? When I'm freaking sick of it. One of my favorite ones that I've done is the Baron Zemo mask, of all weird things. It's not here. I always say it's weird because it's not necessarily that impressive.
The most flashy
Yeah,
or
it's not
crazy.
flashy. But it's just 2 layers of 2mm foam. It's like the thinnest, smallest, whatever I could get. But it's still completely textured and detailed with a tool that I actually made to give it like that corduroy look, and it looks right. You know, even when it's not on a person, you know who it is as long as you've seen the show. So that one's one of my favorites, but because of multiple things that went into it. Just out of shot up here is the gravity gun from Half-Life 2. That one I also pick out because it's an asymmetrical build with an odd number of radial pieces on it. Like doing something that's an 8, so you got this and then this again is 8 is easy. That's got 9, which still divides. That's a 30-degree, all the way around it, but that also means you've got 9 valleys. So there's like 18 pieces. It was fun, but annoying to build, and it looks right, and it's up there, and I'm happy with it. So there's a couple of them. That, Mecha Godzilla. Such a practiced answer at this point, but it's true still.
Danda's junk. For some reason, I don't have much issue when writing my videos, but I probably just settle for whatever I write and record.
It's more of a get myself going. I have to get into the mindset of doing it, into the acceptance that I'm going to have to sit down and do this for the next 6 hours and just get it done. I've got 20 hours on the timeline of this build, which I don't have to watch, but I'm going to have to scrub through so I can give my best memory recounting of what it was I did to get there.
Yep.
Which is all my videos are, right?
DGamer2099. Do you ever have a time when you're excited to start a new project, but then when you start doing it, you lose motivation quickly? Yes, it's usually because of my depression.
Almost every single project.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's the fire burning for the creativity of I'm going to do this thing. And the more you can get done while that fire is going, the faster it's going to get done and the more fun it is to do it.
I find I do my best work when I body double, meaning I get a friend. They don't even have to be working on the project with me. I can literally just have a friend on the phone and we're talking while I'm getting the busy work done. Because I get a major mental blocker on busy work. I get so annoyed of I just have to do the step over and over again.
Yep.
I'm not opposed to doing the work. I'm not opposed to just sitting there and some of the scenes. But my brain does not always want to sit down and...
no.
You're like, no motivation. I don't want to do this. This isn't fun. I need to make it fun again. And so involving other people in my misery helps me make it fun again.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
100% that makes sense. I know exactly what you're saying.
The technical term is called body doubling.
Okay.
Is when you have somebody else in the room with you or on the phone or involved, because then you're holding each other accountable and awesome. Yeah.
Holding each other accountable helps, and very much like having someone else in the shop with me, even if they're not working on the project, just to have... I'm not alone in my negative downward spiral thoughts.
That's why we started being friends, because we would be working on our projects alone in other sets of the
building. That's right.
And I'm like, I'm just so bored and I don't want to do this anymore. Hi, Odin, I need your tools.
Oh, hey, Felicia, someone came back to say hi. Yeah. If anyone wants to see the old working conditions that I was working in, not that they're bad, I was very happy to have any shop. Go look at the DIY prop shop videos, the first few I made. Those were all the back room of Smosh. That was the prop department. And my favorite dumb details, I'm standing there saying, hi, I'm Odin, welcome to the DIY prop shop. There's a pipe over my head. That's the poop pipe from upstairs. That is the sewer line from the bathroom upstairs.
And you can hear every time everybody went to the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, you could. Yep.
Yep. There was somebody on set who knew everybody's schedule.
Just paying attention to the details.
Right. It makes, yeah.
So we're not getting, waiting for stuff to set up.
And we have.
I'm
Should
not
we
going to
bring
drag
that
that down.
You're not going to drag. You're just going to leave it there.
Yeah, 25 minutes to go.
Okay, so we
Not
have
at
the
all.
stuff. The cords just kind of sitting there. I feel like we have better ways to go about it, but just not today.
Yeah.
Just not today.
Right,
and it's
exactly.
Better to let it not be worked on than to do something I have to undo.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
Like one of the things I keep thinking about with it that didn't do that would probably help it is because we're using because the cord we're using has got kinks in it, has been rolled up, is wavy. If there's any way to like tug shock it to get it to be a little bit straighter, I think would help. But as it is, I think we're stuck with.
we could roll.
Well, it was rolled.
No, I'm just saying we can roll it like you know how we have it attached on one end. We could start rolling that in. You know.
Oh, gotcha, like guitar strings.
Yeah, and we can start tuning it.
Tuning it, that would actually work really well.
But it's okay to let my brain chew on that problem before we like. Sometimes I have to walk away. Because, like, when you're patterning and you're trying to put, like, how do these layers sew together so I can flip it inside out and do it, I will pin it all, just feel like I have this twirled around in my head, mixed around too much. I have to walk away, get it, at least a sip of coffee or something,
Right.
just walk away, and then I can come back to the problem and realize, oh, I have that pin completely wrong.
I did
Glad
that
I didn't
yesterday,
sew it.
cutting out all these freaking foam parts for the giant Lego figure. I'm roll and a half in on 5mm foam, laser cutting all these things so I can make multiple parts, and I stop and look at it, and it's 15% too small.
Yeah. And sometimes I have to
Oh,
tell
man, did I
myself,
crash hard on
just because I've invested hours into making this mistake, hours
Yeah.
or days, I invested
Yeah.
into making this mistake doesn't make it not a mistake that I
Just have to throw away and start over.
to address because it only gets worse.
Yeah.
The steps further down, if you're an inch off, it's going to be like, it's going to add
It's going
up.
to keep adding up, and it's never going to work. It's never going to work.
And accepting it early on when you're like, that's why I have to take breaks because it helps me accept early on.
Right.
That
And that's
this
why I
work,
drink alcohol, because
because this work that I put into this,
Yes.
I have to accept the loss and move on.
So now I am tempted to grab the wires, because as you're talking about it, I'm talking about tuning, my brain goes,
Oh,
idea!
now
But
I
of
know
course I
how
gotta
to-
go buy stuff, but hey, I'm good at that, I'm just not good at paying for it.
Yeah, no, but your brain is now chewing on the problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So, we've got what looks like a really shitty musical instrument from Dune.
Doing, 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 doing.
If we were to go out and pick up 4, maybe 6, grounding bus bars from the electrical department. This is it's a bar of metal with a series of screws in it. Single one, they aren't going to be close enough to each other because they're designed to keep things separate, right? But you can set one at one end and put the wires in it, and then put one at the other end. You can actually put tension on it and screw it down in place. And then if you have a secondary one offset from the first one to be able to run the wires in between them, maybe get them to be tight enough. And if that doesn't work, as I talk through it, we can always do a bunch of small
Grooves.
cuts and grooves in a piece of wood with whatever to hold it in place still. And then to put tension between them,
I was just thinking we glue this tighter and then just fold it.
we could try doing that too, but yeah.
With those ends anchored and just
Yeah. But I was just thinking that
the line. What if we put a comb?
the comb could work.
Holding all of them into their individual places.
Rolling it would work if they were all exactly the right
Length.
length. If one was slack, it would never tension up while the other one's getting ready to break.
You
So
and
be-
logic.
Because that's
Yeah.
becomes this guitar thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But that is future me's problem because
Pretty
present
much.
me is just brain does not want to work on this today.
No. 'Cause the other thing I kept thinking with this, because it's really good here, right? I mean, it's pretty good here. And it starts to lose it at the far end. If was to paint this with Epsilon to encapsulate it as is, we're going to have to put, popsicle sticks or something on end to hold all the wires down so they're the same level while goo's getting put on it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the
And-
right way to go about it.
Right, so I'm thinking that, like this one that has a wire underneath
I'm
it.
thinking
Yeah.
the flex tape is really thick of the like it's not this thin
Right. Yeah,
plastic
no,
tape.
yeah.
And it's really goopy and you can really smoosh things into it.
Yeah.
But it might be too thick.
Might be too thick. If the stuff that I'm remembering, the stuff
think
that
it might be too
patched
thick.
my tub with, it
But
was
there
too thick.
is vinyl repair kits that are the similar thing, but they don't come in as big of rolls.
But yeah.
Anyways, future me problems that are thinking about it.
Yep. And then there's the, while this should still be longer than we need, we may not have enough to do some of the tuning stuff, right? We may have to start over with cutting longer lengths of wire in order to wrap it around screws or something else. But I would think that the bus bar thing, if that worked, because that's an individual screw holding down each wire, I don't know.
I feel like that's too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it is. It probably is.
Probably is. But who knows? I am too much sometimes. At least that's what my mom says. Yeah. But this is not today's problem.
No.
It's, we have 15 minutes. It's definitely not today's problem. It's future me's problem.
Screw you, future Felicia.
Oh, well.
Oh,
It's going to suck to be heard.
Oh.
Shady with a $19.99 super chat. Thank you.
Shady, let's party like it's 1999. Oh, that's awesome, Shady. No, thank you very much. Is he bribing me to fix the Minecraft? No, he's not. He's not bribing me at all. But I actually do need to update the Odin Makes Minecraft server. No, Shady, thank you. That's cool. Somebody, I think it was Dan was here, gave us $100 one. I can't remember who it was. And I don't think it was Bryce, but somebody contributed towards the
bells and whistles.
The bells and whistles, yeah.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Yeah, very much thank you. And so...
All right. This is like a global
Appreciate it.
project between the things and the stickers.
Instructions from Canada, instructions from Mexico, parts from the Netherlands. Yeah.
Global commerce right here.
Yep. It takes a
Jamie
world
says,
to build
"No, I'm
idiot.
not."
Sorry, what?
No, I'm not. He's just being kind.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Okay, Ralph Mourik, writing videos, I just wing it and record like 5 to 10 hours of footage and then edit it in less than 30-minute videos. You should see the amount of footage this guy gets for everything. I just wasn't prepared for it. I was not.
Having done DIY Prop Shop and having worked with a guy who has done DIY shows about... there's an old show on the DIY channel on TV called Yard Crashers, House Crashers, Bathroom Crashers. They're all crashers. It was all these... hey, we met the homeowner at Home Depot, and let's run over to his house and build up a pergola in the backyard, because you don't need a permit to build a pergola, so everyone gets a pergola. Joe Gillis always complained about not having enough footage. And then I'm trying to set up my channel so I can do it on my own and actually have camera angles. So, yeah, she's not wrong. I turn on all the cameras, just let them roll, and just start building. And for this leg, I still haven't actually copied all the cards off yet, but I'm already at like 18 hours, linear hours of footage, 5 times over, plus a little bit on the phone, right? So 120 hours of footage for what's going to be a 20-minute video, maybe a 30-minute video.
It's a lot of footage to scrub through.
And that's just it. You don't watch it.
No,
I never watch it. I'll layer all the because it's all recorded at the same time. So I'll layer all the video together and then scrub through this exact angle you're looking at now, because that's the camera that I record the audio to. And that's good enough for me to be able to remember, because I can look at the other ones if I need to, right? It's good enough for me to remember what it was I was doing, and I write it down. And also, on that particular angle, I can see if I look up and say something, which is when it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is Odin's talking to the camera, we can use this. Yeah. And so I did that to you with because it's the way I do it.
No, and I appreciated it. I just am not an Emmy award-winning editor. I am a very new editor who's edited a total of 4 things.
4 things.
4 things. All by myself.
Right.
Well, no, I lied. Not all by myself. I edited to a point, then sent it off to get help.
And we have a friend that works in the news field that's used to going out and getting stories to put on like a nightly or a daily newscast. And I remember they were really stressing, you just get the shot you need. You don't need to shoot all this other stuff. And I agree. That's the right way to do it. If you're only being a cameraman. If you're trying to figure out how I'm going to build this effing thing, just turn the camera on and let it roll, because I can't think about that problem too.
Right? When you're making your own YouTube channel, you have to be the editor, the cameraman, the writer, the
content
actor,
creator,
the talent. Then the person who actually like builds the thing that needs to know the technical details of how to do it. And then wait, there's more jobs in there. I feel like lighting, sound.
Yeah, lighting, sound.
Even just like being on an actual real set.
Anybody else's phone just go off?
Mine.
Or will in a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know Shock Roman enjoys, I think it's called My Virgin Kitchen with Barry, who does cooking shows, right? And so Barry will work for a couple of hours in the kitchen and do something. Half the time he has someone there helping him as well, right? Yeah, no. We don't have anyone helping us.
No. And what's crazy is being on a real big set, the amount of departments that they have.
Yes.
To do what is normally just my job.
Yes. Oh, okay. Here, I'm thinking, yeah, we're making YouTube like Smosh, which is bigger. No, you're talking like a real production.
Like actual productions that in reality is what not necessarily we're competing with, but it's the same, like what it took to make something and what most people use to make that general thing, and we're doing our homemade versions of it.
Right.
Even if you take that, like... Yeah, just what I normally do on set is 3 completely different departments of teams of people.
Yeah.
To do this stuff, and it's just like, you're a one-man show. This is a lot harder than that. So I feel like that is possibly ready, but that is definitely not.
Well, this was also scraped, so this may have been not mixed as well, but this is definitely way flexible and not coming off the
mold, yeah.
The mold yet.
But this one, feel it.
That one feels good?
This thing weighs a ton.
It does. It's all the stone. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that feels pretty good. I mean, I'm still leaving a fingerprint. I'm not out much if I ruin this. It's one of those things that my brain's like, give it some more time. Yeah, the stream's going to be over, so.
If anything, you'll have to make another mother mold. No, you don't have to make another mother mold.
No. This won't ruin the mold. I'm pulling something flexible out of a flexible mold. So, thankfully, that's not going to be an issue.
Camera 4?
3.
3? Okay.
Yep.
Looks sad.
Looks sad. Is it happy now?
Better. Okay. Vixen, hey, you know what? For the wire's height, any divides or cuts with a clip that says made by Egan as an Easter egg and tribute it to Harold Remus.
You're not wrong.
Ralph Mourik says, I like the whole process of making videos. It's just feel like I never have enough time to do what I want. Dang, this well-paying full-time job that supports this.
Right, exactly.
I added this.
Okay, now comes the fun part of actually...
You just kind of smoosh it and you smoosh it.
Right, and the mold's just going to tear more, but that's just what's going to happen. Yeah, go ahead. Can you pull on that?
That part's the part that's fun. I'll hand it to you.
Gotta hand it to me. It's still a little bit gooey.
High five. It is kind of gooey.
But it'll kick off eventually. And yeah, this literally is the one that was cast, because it's got the same paint marks and stuff on it. Samesies.
You smoosh it.
Cool. And once it sets up, it should be a little,
Even
hopefully be a little bit stiffer.
Okay.
But yeah, this is...
Any idea what the best spray can would be for best spraying hangers? Are they plastic hangers or metal hangers?
Cool.
That's my question.
Have to trim a little bit off the end because this is solid versus this one being hollow. So this guy
Allows the air to escape.
allows the air to escape, and it has the bottom here is raised, right, because of the way the foam was torn out when it was made.
I was stuck to the table.
Yeah.
Okay, this part is definitely more flexible than this part. So it needs to breathe a little bit.
Yeah, it needs to breathe a little bit.
And it needs to get, like, squished down.
Is it?
Like,
Oh. Okay.
not bad.
That way. Worst case, well, I need to cut the end off, which probably better to do one softer. Can I
Yes.
have
What do you need?
any one of the knives? Should be mostly okay. An extendo knife is best, but
None of these knives look right. Like, this one doesn't seem right. This one doesn't seem right.
Okay. I was thinking.
Those don't seem right.
Okay, I'll try this one. I was thinking.
Here is just a blade,
the pink one.
but
Here, I got this
which
guy.
one? Because
That does stick to the table really well still.
yeah, it's
Well, I've had this stuff for a few months, but it should still be good. And right, because there's a shelf life on these chemicals. And then it's just cold.
yeah.
Mostly, it's just cold.
Tis it is. Ugh, dang weather, humidity, and like atmosphere that affects projects,
Yep.
including spraying paint.
Now, one of the things I wanted to see, I was really hoping that casting it, I would just get the pipe and it would work and it'd be done. But I knew that I might have to make a pipe, like Dan did, and stick it into the mold, and then let it pour and become part of it, so it's got the same plastic pipe as a connector.
But you don't think you have to do it now?
I'm hoping I don't have to do it.
Okay.
What I'm worried about is how loose this feels.
Oh.
This doesn't...
Pop in, it's not a snug
Well,
fit.
yeah, this isn't...
Maybe
I'm kind of worried about that.
what if you did a few layers of tape?
Yeah.
Like electrical tape, so it's a little more snug.
Mm-hmm. No, totally would work. What it's not on the arm, but on the leg pieces on the hip joint that Dan made. He added some hockey tape or sports grip tape to it.
There you go.
And I knew that was a possibility too. But yeah, any of those would probably work.
So they're plastic hangers. What do you think would be the best spray paint?
For plastic hangers,
Yeah.
take the one that needs to set up a little more. There's a Valspar paint that was specifically for plastics that'll be fine. The Krylon will work fine. Is this something you're...
If you're having issues, I definitely would do like a vinyl paint, like if it's chipping and stuff, because it'll be more flexible of a hold. But
Right.
you should probably prep your surface and sand it.
Yeah.
That's going to be the biggest thing. That's why your paint adheres or doesn't adhere, is if there's a tooth to stick to. If it's just plastic and smooth, it's just going to smooth right off.
Right. Yeah, wash the hanger, wipe the hanger down with, rubbing alcohol or maybe...
Sand it a little bit.
Maybe acetone if it isn't going to hurt the hanger, depends on the material it is. Felicia's right. The easy go-to is go to the auto parts store and get the Duplicolor vinyl and trim paint. It sprays really well. It is full of all sorts of wonderful toxic chemicals that makes it bind to vinyl. So it's going to bind to most plastics really, really well. And it doesn't... It's made for vinyl upholstery, so it doesn't rub off easily when you're sitting on it. It costs a little bit more, but it's.
He was asking for the best.
Yeah. Okay.
And so I figured that one, if you have the budget for it, why not?
Yeah.
If you don't want it to chip.
Yep.
But
Didn't think about how much heavier this was going to be. That's kind of
Dan
funny.
Does Junk was wondering what the weight comparison to the foam one is. It's about
It's a-
twice the weight.
It's a lot heavier.
Okay, let's go weigh them. The original
Which is funny. I can really feel it. It's a lot heavier.
Original?
Yep. Original is 21 grams.
And
Cast
hurry up, everybody guess. No. Oh,
98 grams because it's 50 grams and 60 grams of material mixed together.
97.
97. Yeah.
Because you have 1 gram over there.
Yep, exactly. So, yeah, it weighs a lot more. Yeah.
Dan Does Junk says, my pipes are sanded well, so that may play a role.
Your pipes are sanded well?
His pipes are sanded well, so that may play
Okay.
a role.
I am not upset because I got a very accurate casting of the hand that Felicia dropped. I'll be honest, I knew it was going to weigh a little more, but I didn't really think about
Like the impact of the weight would have on the rest
Yeah.
of the... You probably might want to tape up that shoulder seam a little bit.
maybe.
Add a little more resistance.
But I'm grateful to have hands, and if I have to make hands from scratch as well, it's just more sleepless nights.
D-Gamer, I'm spraying plastic hangers for color organizing my closet. That sounds like
Okay.
a terrible idea just because I wouldn't want any of that getting off onto my actual clothing.
Right.
As somebody who organizes closets and wardrobes and stuff, yes, color hangers are a great idea because you can visually color coordinate things, but I feel like there's little tabs that you could stick on the thing. You can also make fabric.
You can
Covers
buy
for
hangers in different
hangers.
colors, although you may not have the colors.
Yeah, there's
You
that
want-
70s craft where they crochet around the edges.
God.
My grandma had hundreds of thousands of those. But I feel like there's things I would do before I spray painted my hangers.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like even just putting tape around the tops.
Yeah, you can get.
Like-
I don't know if you can get enough colors for what you want, but yeah, you can get multi-packs of electrical tape in different colors, and you can put rings around the top pretty easily. But yeah, if you're gonna, this is why you're asking, and I get it. And the vinyl color paint should work, but that's $14 a can to spray paint, and it may not come in enough color spectrum that you want. And then if you're hanging anything on it, I'm sure that's why you asked. How long until it transfers to the inside of your clothing?
It may never transfer,
it
but
shouldn't.
you also might get stuck. But it's also like, in my head, that's alarm bells going. Not
Right.
long-term storage. Not
long-term storage. Yeah. Yeah.
I would make a fabric cover for hangers. I feel like there's lots of those where you can just slip them on. You can even make them permanent.
Right. I would
you're going
would
through-
shop for rainbow hangers because I'm sure you can get. I know I can walk into Walmart and get like
I
six
would even
different
just
colors.
plasti dip the hooks, maybe.
Yeah.
So it's just the hook part that you
Well,
see
yeah, if you're
out
only
of the
spray
clothes.
painting the hooks, that you're not
Like-
that'll take less paint too.
Yeah, like just the top part, but where the shoulders and it actually makes contact.
Yeah, I wouldn't paint that.
No, but I would
Not for-
crochet it with yarn.
Yeah.
That would be fun. But like visually to color coordinate things, I totally color coordinate rainbow order closet stuff. It's very quick to organize visually and from across the room. So I do like the color coordinated hangers, but spray painting them it doesn't sit right in my tummy.
For the most part, my hangers are color coordinated because I got all my blacks with my blacks, and they're usually hung next to the black. And I have one white hanger, which the one white T-shirt hangs on.
Personally, I use the cheapest hangers they have at Walmart for my own clothing.
Yeah, that's what I've got.
But for set and for working, I buy the nice clear plastic ones,
Yeah.
either the hook kind or the ones with a thing, because the head swivels
Yeah.
both ways, and so you don't have to, like, you can hang
Yes.
up all your clothes so the buttons face that way.
I
And you
do
don't
that
have
too.
to redo the hangers, and it's when working with clothing professionally.
Yeah.
I go through the effort to have the clear metal hangers. And it makes a world of difference. But personally, I'm too much of a cheapskate that I just use plastic whatever hangers and...
When I go to hang up,
Yeah.
because I do hang up in the majority of my shirts, yeah, it's very much I've got a hold of the hanger, the hook's facing away from me, I hang with the print facing me, so everything goes in the closet the same way, so I can just do this, and I can see the front of every shirt without having to look on the other side.
Entire costume shop full of clothing. They
Yeah.
all need to be the same way.
Yeah.
They have to be. And so if you find one that's the wrong way, you have to just fix it and put it...
Yep, I can believe that.
Yeah, so... I get the problem. Understand the problem. It's
Yeah.
close to my heart, but at the same time, I'm like, I would...
No.
Make like string around the tops. I don't know, like tape, labels, like a million other things before I would spray paint my hangers. But you can buy metal hangers in rainbow colors, so
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways, good luck with your problem.
Yeah,
No problems.
definitely.
High five. Here you go.
So I put a...
My pipes
No.
are standard. Oh yeah, we read that one. I'm spray painting plastic hangers. Dang, gotta reinforce the arm joints then from Danda's Junk.
Probably.
And says
It's interesting that it's I didn't think the tasks shrank, but it's
slightly smaller.
Much smaller, yeah.
Huh.
It's okay. It needs to finish setting up too.
Yeah. Dan Deschunk says, wanted to cast a head too, so imagine that weight.
Right, I did want to cast it, and I was planning on making it out of. Well, I wanted to do the head and the arms out of a foam, so that should be a lot less than this, which is a solid. But yeah.
It will weigh more.
It will weigh more. I've had at this point 3 different molding and casting companies approach me over the years, wanting to mold and cast and do things because that's what the business is, and I'm always looking. I enjoyed it.
Molded and casted your head.
Yeah, I cast. It's around here somewhere. It's mine's down there,
okay.
and the mold's in the corner. And I've got molds from the '90s that I made when I was still buying the old platinum-based silicone from Tap Plastics. I enjoy the process, but this literally comes down to, hey, you make it out of foam, it doesn't weigh anything. I'm still going to end up casting a couple of hands.
Things to think about.
Yeah.
It really does make a difference when you're using different weights of material. When you put them together, yeah, they're the same color, but they feel different.
Yeah. So, Dan, I might call you up and pick your brain a little bit on some of this stuff, because may end up having to, now that I spent a week making this, I still may end up having to do everything by hand. So,
Austin Lips is asking, can I give you a tree again this April, Odin and Felicia? You can send whatever you like to his P.O. box.
yes, please, that'd be great. It's hanging over there still. Yeah.
And DGamer2099 says, this is why I'm glad I asked. Thanks. Yeah. So good luck with your organization journey. Yes, color coordinating is an amazing thing to do. Rainbow Order is a very visual way to organize things from far away. Careful about the paint on the clothes. Lots of ways. You can even do paper. You know the things that they have at the dry cleaners?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Those things are, like, there's some way to have your problem solved easily.
Yeah, there is.
There's a million ways to do anything.
We'll show you almost all the wrong ways.
Exactly. That's what we're good at.
Yes, we are.
Advixen says, wait, this is one time I can ask this. What do you think of the folding hangers Simone Gertz made? I actually think they're fab. They're like a brilliant idea. I appreciate it because somebody who travels with hangers and snapped millions of them.
Yeah.
Organizing things, hanging things up. Those are a brilliant idea, and I can appreciate the work.
I swear, didn't you ask that before?
Did they? I don't know.
It was months ago.
Okay.
Like when it first came out. But yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's a really brilliant idea too.
Dan Deschunk is glad the mold was successful.
It is completely successful. It is completely successful. It's very cool.
Groot Grissom, speaking of molds. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Is that a 1-inch pipe on the inside of the arm? 1-inch PVC pipe, Dan? Anyway. Where's the 3/4?
Groot Grissom says, speaking of molds, do you know what material is used for casting tin soldiers? The black rubber stuff? He says,
I'm hearing two different things.
Groot Goosen, speaking of molds,
Uh-huh.
do you know what material is used for casting tin soldiers? That black rubber stuff.
For the actual rubber stuff for casting the tin soldiers.
Well,
no.
Ralph Mourik said that you can cast tin in this kind of stuff.
Yeah, there are high temperature silicones you can get that you can cast into. So I don't know specifically what the rubber stuff that they're using is. But I know Smooth On and Mold Life, both companies. Mold Life is much bigger in
there you go.
Europe.
Ralph Mourik answered.
Oh, good.
Silicon or vulcanized rubber. Tin is a very low melting point.
Okay.
So. Okay. Question. I've seen this and I wasn't sure if it's like where people hold the melted tin in their hand. Would that burn you?
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay. It just seemed really dangerous.
What is it, Ralph? Gallium? Isn't that the
one that they use?
The metal that is it's mercury and gallium. So mercury you don't really want to touch, right?
Yeah.
Because that's got a really low melting point. Gallium is right around body temperature as its melting point.
Okay.
And so if you hold it in your hand, it'll.
Yeah.
Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Dan, this joke says it's 1 inch thick wall in the arm.
Yeah, okay.
And 3/4 inch thin wall on the hand.
Okay.
And Austin is reminding us that it is 2:03 p.m. where he is. And he said that like 3 minutes ago, so it's 2:05 now. So.
Yep. It's 2:05 where he is?
No, where we are.
Where we are, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it
is.
We're getting towards the end, but we made something today.
We made something today.
Gotta hand it to you. No. Oh, I thought it wasn't gonna pop.
I didn't think it was going to either.
Oh, look
it is still very, very soft. It's a knob!
I feel like we're gotta go build some retro computer technology now with that.
Yeah, it's a whole wall of it for Gonzo. That's what this mold's from.
I was watching that movie with the ladies from NASA the other day, and I was like, hey, look at those computers! Remember when we built those?
Right.
They only had like the red or the blue, not both colors.
Oh, okay.
It was only one of the colors of the...
Sorry, that's really hard to see. But
and the people were trying to figure out how to get them moving. And I was like, I remember dealing with that problem. We used a headband. But they didn't need to compute. They just needed to move.
Okay. Right, yeah, we did use a headband for the reel-to-reel tape.
Yeah, I love that you can see the registration mark of the screw.
Oh, yeah. There's the screw. There it is, yep.
Can't take it apart that way, but...
Nope, it's cast solid.
Right?
Whoop, I double punched. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Well, we made up goop. We cast goop. If I do it again, I'll try and remember to do it a little bit less, right? So, well, I need about...
1 gram less. 5.
About 5 grams less. I probably won't worry about it. I'll just cast more knobs.
Save it for your knob bucket.
Yep. Knob bucket.
Yeah.
I really want that to sand up.
Well, if you put it on the sander, and then you'd have a flat surface.
Right, but
the weight would not be.
The weight is not...
but it's not that off. Look it. If it was just a flat surface.
Let's just...
See?
You're right.
But there you go.
There.
I love... This is skipping!
Okay.
Aw. Okay,
I'm not sure when we're going to be streaming again 100%, but it's not going to be until April. Next weekend, I've got stuff going on, and I'm crunching for WonderCon. Weekend after that is WonderCon.
Okay.
So then it becomes the second week of April.
So the 7th?
Yeah. How does that look for you?
I have something on the 5th and 6th, so that works for me.
Okay. So right now, the plan is to come back on the 7th. So April 7th, we should be back here streaming. I should probably double check my calendar and make sure I haven't promised somebody something.
Yeah, we're actually making a lot of progress. Not today. Today we made no progress. But we're actually making a lot of progress on this. It's like, it's hard to avoid the things that we don't want to work on yet.
Yeah, it is.
That tape turned out really good.
No, I don't have
For a second there, it's like,
here.
did we use a metal? No, we did not. But it looks really impressive.
Oh, yeah, no, that's the tape, yeah.
Yeah. Because I go through now at people's packs, I'm like, ooh, what's that made out of? And I'm like touching, going, that's metal, that's plastic, that's wood. Yeah, Ralph Mourik said that would not be tin but gallium. Melting point is lower than body temperature.
Yeah.
Cast me a kneecap.
Yeah, that was gonna be one of the jokes. Is that Dan needs a kneecap? Ralph, can you cast him up a bionic kneecap?
Okay.
Okay.
I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time. It's lunchtime.
It's lunchtime. I'm ready to go.
I went spacey half an hour ago. Okay. Everyone, I want to thank you for tuning in, for hanging out with us while we did everything but work on the Ghostbusters project. Although we did have some new awesome things to show and tell that is exciting. It's kindling for the creative fire to keep us going.
I'm excited to look at all these patterns and start trying to pulling them apart.
Right, definitely. Copies and scans are gonna get made.
Right? I like how it's like that thing right
there. Thank you very much for Mach's playlist. Lewis, all the stuff you printed out is really very cool. And the Ghostbusters community in general has been a bunch of very welcoming and awesome people. So do not be afraid to approach these guys and ask them questions, because not one of them has given me any kind of attitude. They have all been awesome. We'll see you in about 3 weeks, and thank you all for tuning in.
Yes. And if you want to catch me, I'll be on my live stream hopefully every Tuesday now that
There you go.
life is scheduled smoothed out, and I'm working on Princess Leia from New Hope at the moment. So
Yep, I'm forgetting to do all the other public stuff.
no worries.
But, yeah.
I was just throwing that out there because I'm working on it.
Yep. And remember to keep an eye out on Ralph's channel for the upcoming video all about how he made these aluminum parts.
Yes.
And yep, everyone say goodbye. Goodbye. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Dan Does Junk reminds us it's youtube.com at Ralph Mourik. Thank you, Dan, for the link. I should probably update the description one.
Yes.
And everybody.
I am like
it has been
unwrapping
a
this
lot
all
of
over
fun.
again.
That's fine.
Yeah, I was like, here, let me just grab one more.
Yeah.
This is the highlight of today's show, is that we got these in the mail, and now we are like
yeah.
way better off than we were before, because you know how many people get stuck on this little part?
We were stuck on this little part.
And people who have had tragedies because of this part, all the work that they worked on this part, just
Yeah.
going on the ground because this part didn't do its job.
Yeah.
So, yay! Thank you.
Thank you.
Click, click.
And click.
Bye-bye.